this morning. So, and you're live. All right. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay at home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers. Shout out to the Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, round town and long distance truck drivers. Shout out to the crossing guards. Shout out to the school teachers. Shout out to law enforcement personnel, medical field personnel, military personnel. Whatever your job description is, shout out to you. Shout out to every single clean hearted, good hearted person who wants good for others as much as you want good for yourself. You're a good person. Shout out to you. Today is another one of those days where you will be seeing me looking sideways because YouTube give me the monkey over here. So again, in the comment section, so I have to pull the comment section up on another video over here. And I can see everybody tuning in, and I appreciate you being here. Great Goodies was the first one in this morning. Audrey Wright's right there as well. Asarin Odetta is right there. Audrey Wright says, please hit the thumbs up button as you enter the live. Thank you. Asarin Odetta says, like up as you click in. Audrey Wright says, wasn't expecting a Thursday morning live, but we'll happily take it. You know, I thought about this. I was actually going to just lay in this morning and chill. But I don't know, a fire in my wire, something in my skin. I couldn't do it. I just felt like I had to go live this morning. We're one day away from the weekend. Lovely Aneka is in the building. Please go over to Lovely Aneka's channel, click that subscribe button, and share the love. Nans, good morning. Thank you for being here. Black Eagle is in the building. Patricia Thomas is in the building. Virtuous Fire is with us this morning. Banches is here. Wade Nathan is here as well. Mervyn the Point Jamaica Kerr is in the building as well. Sharon Spence, thank you for being here. BM. Miss Goldie Robinson, appreciate you greatly. Lovely Aneka says, no days off this week. Nah. Empress Stephanie says, Grand Rising SouFlo and the family. Up. All right. Karen Baker is with us this morning as well. Top of the morning to you, Miss Karen Baker. And Missy Brum is in the building this morning as well. JC, all the way from the UK, is in the building as well this morning. Shout out to you. This morning, I have some bush tea with some lemon squeezed into my bush tea. And that's what I'm drinking this morning. I think it's fever grass and a fever grass, how babe? Sauce up leaf. Sauce up leaf and fever grass is what we're on this morning. And it's pretty hot. All right. Ready to start the day. Listen, we got a couple of things to talk about this morning. It's not, probably won't be such a long live as it usually is. However, it will be a live that we can talk up some things like we normally do. All right. Karen Baker says, my favorite tea too. Yeah, good feel. Fever grass and some soursop leaf, and you know, the healing properties of both of those with lime squeezing it to fresh lime. You know, the healing properties. You have to stay on top of things. Take care of your health, innit? All right. Let me start the video off this morning without going any long talking thing by saying, whoever keeps on sending, I shouldn't even say whoever keeps on sending, because there's a couple of you that keep sending them to me. And I don't want you to stop sending them, because you might take my comment the wrong way and not send me, and stop sending me things that I want you to send me. So every time, you know the brother named CMR, and you know the situation that's going on with him and his wife, Chrissy, and concerning their child and all these things. We have a couple of things on the board to talk about this morning. Of course, we're going to talk about a mother who they say is Jamaican. She lives in Atlanta. She cooked her children in the oven and then called her baby daddy on the phone and panned the camera around the room and showed him the children. Long story short, she was sentenced recently and she will never be getting out of prison again. So that's one story we could get into and will get into this morning. There's another story here about a statistic. And I went and looked the statistic up myself. Somebody has been working on this statistic for years. I don't know if the sisters are going to like this because, you know, the stereotypical thing to say is that black men, as soon as they get a lot of money, why do they go off and marry like white women or outside of their race then? Well, here comes one of those conversations again that so many people might like to shy away from. Statistics shows that 83% of black men who earn at least $100,000 annually are actually married to black women. But there is more to the statistics that actually backfires on the sisters. So we're going to talk about that as well. And a federal jury has handed almost $100 million to a St. Lucian family. We're going to talk about that. They won that in a judgment after a young man lost his life, a story which we covered extensively when it first happened. 98 million US dollars. Can't bring back your family member, you know, but it's a nice piece of money that still to, you know, honor our memory and do things and set up shop and all kind of things. We're going to get into all that. But before I get into all that, though, I wanted to start out like this morning. So a lot of people have been sending me these Chrissy and CMR videos every time they upload it. One person says, SouFlo, I'm starting to get triggered every time they upload a video because I'm surprised how they're not mentioning anything else that's happening, even though it's so serious, etc., etc. All right. The last video I got was last night. I got a video of, I think CMR was with his grandmother, and it says Christian CMR visits his grandmother in Jamaica or something like that. Guess it's an old video. Anyhow, I'm watching the comment sections and people think it's current video, just like all the other stuff they're uploading, right? People are thinking it's a current video. I'm going to just say this, and I'm going to leave that stuff alone. Check this out. And I had to write it out to show you how I'm well intentional about what I'm about to say. I wrote it out like this. Get up early this morning and write it out. All right, so I'm going to say it for you right now. Listen keenly. Many Jamaicans are easily tricked and misled and manipulated. This I've come to realize. As it pertains to molestation of our children, many Jamaicans prefer to side with the accused than with the accuser. They give the benefit of the doubt to the accused, and they ridicule the accuser. Imagine a 13-year-old went to school, to her guidance counselor for help, and then they went to the police with her story of how her mother's husband physically lifted her out of her bed while she was sleeping next to her younger sibling, laid her on the floor, pulled down her pants. Imagine that same 13-year-old girl told the school counselor and the police that her mother's husband felt her shoulders, rubbed her shoulders and her breasts before doing this, lifting her out of the bed, laying her on the floor, removing her pants, pulling her pants down to her knees. Imagine that same 13-year-old girl also told counselors and police that this was not the first time that he had done this to her. And imagine, he is questioned, he is arrested, he is charged by the law. And these Jamaican people who call themselves his supporters respond by saying things like, "He who is without sin cast the first stone. Innocent until proven guilty, I say. Stay strong, bro. We support you." Wow. Just wow. So these people have made it clear that they all believe that the 13-year-old girl is lying. These people prefer to give benefit of the doubt to the alleged molester, hoping that he did not do it, instead of giving benefit of the doubt to the child that maybe, just maybe, she is telling the truth. Think about this. This is exactly the reason why many molesters are able to go undetected, and they are able to repeat their deeds on others, while all the victims remain quiet, feel bullied into silence, and become too scared to speak up. No safe space for victims. That's what you've created. This is how I feel about what's going on with them and what them I do. Every time you send me these videos, because every time you send me the video, I run through them because you sent them to me. I run through them and then I go into the comment sections and I see the comment sections and I read about 50 comments and then I leave. And they're all pretty much the same. They're all pretty much saying, we don't care what you did, you good with us still. They're all saying pretty much in a nutshell, you know, make things will work out for you, man. You'll be all right. And it still baffles me that nobody cares much. One or two comments I see that says, yo, I'm surprised y'all still posting videos. You know where I was and I saw everybody on that comment section actually beat them? Go on Facebook and look at Ragashanti on Facebook. Under Ragashanti's posting of them on Facebook, almost everybody in the comment section was like, okay, I'm tired of see them two here now. And them new video posting. Nobody is addressing what is going on with that child. Why is everybody brushing it off like nothing happened? This is not something you can brush off. They keep going and going and going in that direction. That's a different platform. On their platform, it's only, we support you, bro. You know, he who is without sin cast the first stone and these kind of things. Some many have the same situation happening in their household and turn a blind eye to it, says Nance. Yeah. And I'm also beginning to think or believe that a lot of these people are also either victims or are perpetrators of as well. You know, people who this happened to, they sometimes end up doing it to others, right? And them, most of them did them things here already. So they sympathize or are sympathetic with somebody who is caught doing these things. Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
SouFlo, morning. Man, I'm my country, but look at the quick out there.
You have to go clear up your phone though, bro.
Yeah, hear me? You hear me good now?
You want to your phone? You left on speaker or Bluetooth or something?
I'm already good now, man. You not hear me?
Yeah, but you sound like you talk through a paper bag or something.
All right, one second.
This is so sad. She will never trust her mom again because she's still with CMR and don't believe her. Rosalie Fair says that's why the 13-year-old went to school and talked to the school about it, because maybe the mother dealt with it in a certain way. I'm now of the opinion that, and this is just my opinion, I'm not saying this is what happened. I'm not in their household. I don't know. Let me put that disclaimer out. I'm opinionated like everybody else on the outside looking in. I'm of the opinion now that the mother knows more than the mother is willing to say she knew all along. And I'm of the opinion now that the little girl knew that telling her mom would not solve the issue. It would probably end up getting worse. So she had to go somewhere where she could actually get real help. Yeah. Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
Morning, brother.
Morning, family. What going?
Yeah, man, just a tune in here on the topic, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Just a quick observation where I'm not really follow them, you see.
See it.
When other bloggers post snippet and clips, me kind of realize what going. You understand?
Right, right.
Me see a video where he was congratulating her or wishing her happy birthday, right?
Mm-hmm.
And was in the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
And just from the look at her body language, all I could have pick up is that she and the mother don't have a good relationship.
She and the mother don't have a good relationship.
She and the mother does not have a good relationship.
Okay.
I don't know if the mother too aggressive with her, but and this is just my observation and my opinion, right?
Mm-hmm.
Based on how she looked and when the mother walk into the bathroom, you notice as CMR put him hand on her, she hold it.
Oh, you're talking about the same video there where a lot of people came up with the same.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
If you notice, as in put it, remember, it's funny on her shoulder, man, going,
and she grab it right there,
so. She grab it.
Yeah, right, that's how she grab it.
When the mother walk in, she hold on her head, and then she look on the mother under her ear in a way like,
right.
She cannot open up to her mother about her. It's like, to me, and this is sad to say, I feel like she's more comfortable opening up to the man. And so, like, to have a conversation.
And this is where he probably took advantage? Yes.
So, this is what me pick up from just that one video and that body movement.
Mm-hmm.
You see me?
Mm-hmm.
And the other clip of me say, when him talk to her on him podcast and him talk about boyfriend and anything there.
Mm-hmm.
She is a bit more comfortable talking to him than talking to the mother. Because if she have that concern or discomfort with him touching her in a certain way, why would you have to go to school to tell somebody instead of telling your mother in the house?
In the house. Right. And I was trying to give them the benefit of the doubt with that. But now that I'm seeing how things are playing out, I'm more leaning towards the side of she knows more than what she's saying or pretending like she knows. Yeah.
So that little girl cannot talk to her as a mother and feel comfortable and feel safe. And this is just what me pick up.
Yeah, I pick up the same thing.
I pick up the same thing. You and your mother have a good relationship and you're going to leave the house, not talk to your mother about certain things, and then go school and the people at school have to call police and all them something.
Counselor and police.
Counselor. Yeah, it's a whole heap of red flag or something.
Right.
I think they have to investigate she too.
Yes, I agree. And what people are trying to skip over is that this is not a 5-year-old, a 6-year-old.
It's not exactly.
Okay, this is a teenager, and she is highly intelligent. She have no learning disabilities.
These same people who I say maybe I lie, she tell, and them same wanna compliment us how she's so intelligent.
Exactly. Exactly. So she's very intelligent until she tells on who they like.
Exactly.
Yeah. Then she'll lie.
Intelligent to articulate herself on that podcast. Damn, she's such a bright girl, and why isn't it that she couldn't differentiate between a safe touch and a violation touch? You understand? It's just the hypocrisy of people, brother. Like,
and a lot of them are like that, bro. Like, even over here, I will get them say to me, yo, SouFlo, me love your reasoning on some things you make me really think about. But as soon as me say something about somebody they don't like or show them a point that they refuse to see truth from, suddenly me don't have no sense. Suddenly I have no sense, right? This is somebody who you admire their ability to reason and the way that they reason. But as soon as they say something you don't like, them suddenly don't have no sense. Which is what they're doing to this little girl. They're invalidating her reality. They're trying to make this little girl feel like, or they're trying to paint a picture that she told a lie, and this will all blow over soon. We're working it out.
And what before we go, while we're on that topic, I'm gonna use this platform to say what would I want, because to me that means not really a video, man. You see me?
Same.
But what we notice is the inconsideration of vloggers. People just have chat things just for views. And now realize that these shit is affected. She's the only innocent one in this thing, and she's the one being affected the most.
Yes, sir.
You understand?
Yes.
And they're so inconsiderate, hombre. I put out all these things. Like, okay, the law is now involved. Make the law deal with it. Stop chat things with views. Because it affects the little girl. As she go there and as she the eyes them depend. You understand that?
Yeah.
She is the one being affected by this. So someone ease off with we know not try put things out there, but it's already out there, it's in the law, and right now make it deal with itself.
All right, so here I'm gonna tell you to that now. Talking helps. Yeah, talking helps because you see what happens in the world that we live in today, my brother, is this. With these mediums that are available to
Yeah.
publicize certain things and bring attention and put light on certain things, if we go silent and talk about it's in the hands of the laws, let the laws
So,
just handle it. It will
okay,
disappear. It will
let me change
disappear
that
from
because
sight. It
I wasn't clear enough.
be
I'm
clear
talking
then.
about after the police report come out and the facts is there.
Mm-hmm.
People who are divert and talk about other stuff. I
Mm.
still include the little girl differently from what is in the police report. That's exactly what I talk about.
Like what? I mean, me not understand that because in order to
Mr. Some other vloggers I talk about the whole when he might do the other vlogs and he must show like he might video them from behind and all
no,
that
but the
and
people that talk what them see. That's what that's what I'm telling you is that they are talking what they see. So listen, some things happen, right? Some predators are so bold they will do it right in front of your face, and that's actually a part of their getaway. It was like I couldn't have done it. You were standing right there. That's not what I was really doing. If I was really doing wrong, I would have done it when nobody was looking, kind of thing. I'm not telling nobody to stop talking no more. The only thing I would tell people to do is stop plastering her pictures all over the place because everybody already know who she is. And if them want to see what she look like, them know where to find that. But don't be a part of the vehicle that spread her identity everywhere, kind of thing. Other than that, though, talk your talk because guess what? We're going to have to rehash some things in order to see the reality of the bigger picture. You know what I mean? We can't. But hear me out. You know who really pissed me off? Pardon my language, everybody cock your ears a little bit. You know who pissed me the fuck off? The people who actually watch the police report being read word for word and then go away and say something like this. That's not real. I think I make them make that up. Oh, them prank way again. Them prank way again. Yeah, them prank way again. That's what I saw over there this morning. When them prank way again. Them two you always a prank way. Everybody shame now because them prank way again. It's not a prank. This is not Jamaica. You can't make a police report. The police report is official. The picture I'm using on the icon this morning is official, taken from a government site when he was standing in front. They made it public property. So once a topic turned public property, I don't want to tell anybody what to talk about and what not to talk about. It's public property. People are going to chat.
I agree, brother. But what I have to say, they should still remember say this little girl is a minor and they should just leave her picture off of the internet. You see me?
Yeah, that part I agree with. That part I agree with.
Apart from that, and like me not understand how them find the strength to still a post vlog, brother. Like yo, me not understand how them find the strength to still a post vlog and
because they have to make a living and this is how they make their living. Them not have no 9 to 5 anywhere else. They have to make a living. This is how they make their living. And not only that, this is how they make their living, which I'm not knocking. This is also, though, their way of like smoothing things over with the crowd outside of their relationship. Misleading people then, making people believe that what was said in the police report is not actually real. And give us a minute, we're going to fix all this. We'll get right back to you. You'll see everything's going to be okay.
So what am I make back together or separate?
It looked like boy, some of the vlog them show them together and some of the vlog them show them separate, but the vlogs they're putting up seem to be old footage that they have from like me go Jamaica, me literally film about 50 to 60 videos when I go to Jamaica. So it'll take me months to put them up. So sometime a day or 3 months me come back from Jamaica, you still see video of me in Jamaica like me just got this weekend. Right. Hi, beautiful.
All right, boss. Bless up yourself. See?
All right, brother. Manners and respect.
Yeah, man.
All right, give us a minute. Let me do this Milani's. What we call this, mommy?
Outfit check.
Outfit check. Come give me some love. Oh, say hi, everybody.
Hi.
You're looking at two computers, one over there and one over here.
Don't touch my hair because Wally put mist on it.
Okay, girlie. All right, I'm sorry. All right, come up here. Black girl magic. Don't touch my hair. Boy. All right, you jump up. Let me see what we're working with today. Okay. So Milani has on a jeans dress today with a white tee under her jeans dress, always shorts under her dress, of course, and we are rocking black and white Adidas today. Black and white Adidas it is today. Stand
Yeah.
up, man. Stand up on that. You get heavy, you know?
Yes,
Either you get heavy or me I get weak. And this is the jeans dress she's rocking today with little frills and sections cut off and whatnot. And then look at the straps at the top. Look like something Miss Ruby would have saw.
these are free.
These are frills.
Yeah, the front.
Yes. All right. You're gonna go have a good day. You gonna have an awesome day.
Yeah.
Yeah. She looking at two computers. All right. This one is the comment section. See the hearts? See the hearts going up? Over here. Look over here.
Mm.
All right. Outfit check.
Outfit check.
All right. Say bye, everybody.
Bye.
Melania is out of here. Give me some love up.
Ooh.
I love you. Mm.
Okay.
Have a good day, okay?
Okay.
All right. Go have fun with your friends.
Okay. I have my friends.
All right, Daddy. See you soon.
Mwah.
Mwah.
Love you, Dada.
I love you, Princess.
Can you pick up me with my mommy?
Okay, I'll be there.
Okay.
All right. All right. Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
It's up, can you hear me now?
Yes, loud and clear.
All right, bless up. I know, so before we proceed forward so flow,
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait to say, more and give you your flowers. You get me? Say?
Might
Because
as well.
a long time now, watching, so from remember when they the cover crime in Jamaica, they beat to the left, right, and center.
Not true?
And they say, they can't cover that the positive.
Mm-hmm.
But that's beside it so far. But big up yourself still.
Might
But
as
so far, you
well.
know, this issue that you're talking about, right?
Mm-hmm.
Really familiar with the individuals in the sense that we used to watch them, you know, a couple years ago. So
Right.
you still, when the situation did come up, they kind of start for like to get messy.
Right.
And the key word that everyone should be using in this situation is misleading.
Mm.
And it's them misleading the people. No,
JFlex 5414, thank you. JFlex says people like him cannot be rehabilitated. I repeat, cannot be rehabilitated. Damn. All right. Sorry to cut you off there, brother.
yeah. So you have the accused in this situation and the accuser, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, in terms of the accused, I feel like the individual is very misleading in terms of the videos that they're putting out. You get me? I say?
Exactly. This is what's grabbing me the wrong way. Exactly
Yeah.
that.
Because when I started to follow the situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, you start watch a couple of videos, so certain things kind of start for on your YouTube feed. You see me? I say?
Right.
And one day I scrolling on SouFlo, and I book up on a video over the individual channel, the accused, right?
Mm-hmm.
And based off of the title and the video, I say, then the person have enough balls to put out video done. And that I say in my mind now.
Yeah.
I said the absolute gall to put out a video. And then now watch the video to see what I say, right? And it seems to me as if, in terms of how we speak in the video, is as if like everything is alright, like
Right.
the situation isn't there anymore. The only video that I did watch where in not address it, you know, but in kind of touch on it where he would have said like, you know, certain things are going on, but
Everything will work out.
and whatever the case
Yeah.
is. And then initially, how I know that, you know, we were being misled as people is when the other individual, which is the partner to this person, did put out a video. And when I saw that video, I was like, oh, she might be addressing whatever the case is, you know, they made it. And then it wasn't about that. You see me? So as I say, it's been used as a tactic to definitely not to muddy the water, but to kind of soothe out things in the public's eye.
Yes. To make the public feel like nothing serious took place. It was just a misunderstanding kind of thing. And we'll soon work it out.
Yeah,
it'll be like good soon.
I feel like it's disingenuous to the people, the viewers, you know?
Yeah.
Whether the supporters are people just from the outside looking in. You know, I think in this case, you just know the situation play out. And I'm not knocking them for putting on videos, but it's the type of videos.
Right.
You get me? If it was a video where it's like a day in my life, or in terms of recent video, like a day in my life, you know, this is what I did, you know, I'm going to gym, whatever the case is, because they want clear mind. Fair enough, because you have to make money, you can't go suffer in America, you know what I mean?
Right.
But when the videos are old, and people need to recognize that as well.
But the people them now recognize that because they're not paying attention like that, bro. The people them just see the people understand this. The people them that watch them, it seems like a lot of them want to believe exactly what I just said. They want to believe that that little girl told lies, or they want to believe that this is a prank by Chrissy and our man. That's what they want to believe. So when these videos come out, they say, yes, see, a prank, them did prank with.
If them things are prank, you have to go back to one cup of Amazon and let them up and send them over to you.
Yeah.
Because them could have really think that a man can go in a court, you have this video with the judge talking to the man and he thinks it's a prank in this.
It's a prank.
No, it's just a case of whether it's innocent or guilty. And
right.
you get that close in the court.
Right, and I'm going to talk about that in a minute after you finish up and get
yeah,
off.
But I think in this whole situation, it's just misleading from the first individual put out a video thinking that they would have addressed the situation.
Right.
And then realize it's almost like a collaborative effort in terms of the timing of these videos. Exactly,
which tells me that they're working together.
I thought that there was that there's a tension between those two individuals in the situation, right? Not just because of this lady, whatever the case is. So when people put out a video, I was like, all right, then I know she put out a video. But obviously the next thing we put out a video, I was like, what weird, how are we answer?
They're collaborating, they're working together.
Because it's one after the other, you know what I mean?
Right.
So it's very unfortunate, but
either that are them just two great minds that think exactly alike and they're timing the videos perfectly to drop at the same time. One or the other.
Boy, and the last thing, SouFlo, sometimes people get some opportunities in life, right? Where they make some of themselves, and it's like they just throw it all out of the window for nothing. But you see, them saying money not change people in SouFlo, it just kind of bring out who you truly are.
You truly are.
You see what I say? So there are some people who kind of stays out from them young days and they check their record and they could have camera see them. If somebody can just around camera and then just bring it up to adults, you know?
All right.
And whenever the opportunity present themselves, the true man stuff come out. But that's how not the system. Big up yourself.
All right, brother. Manners. All right, let me say this, right? For the people who are talking about innocent till proven guilty, let the courts decide. You trying to tell me now that if they go to court, right, and the court says, well, we don't have any evidence that we caught him doing it. So are you going to tell me that immediately the little girl her story becomes invalid? That police report can't rub out. She said what she said. Unless that little girl can come say, I lied, and I this is the reason why I lied, which I highly doubt. This is the reason why I lied. Then that police report stands. Okay? That police report stands. There is a court date coming up in the future. I don't know when the date is for them, but there will be a court date coming up in the future. He was not let go forever. The judge ordered that certain investigations be done and certain things be put in place because the judge said basically they want to know that the sentence that is given fits the individual and the crime that was committed. If you notice when the judge says you will not go back to the house, the judge said you will not go back to the scene of the crime. That's the judge's words. Look at the video. I played it for you right here, right? But the audio was low. The judge said you will not go back to the scene of the crime. And that's when I was like, because the whole time we are lying to ourselves, right? Or we're trying to give him the benefit of the doubt because all of us were saying, well, maybe if this is how I started it out, maybe they go on club and there's a girl in there where they dress up and gone in a big people place, but she did too young and he never see ID because you know, a place at 21 or older, you don't expect to see a 17-year-old in here or a 16-year-old in here. So you find a girl will look nice and you do a thing with her, and next thing you find out, so she in a big people place. Maybe it's that I was saying, but when the judge said you will not reside with the child anymore, you will not return to the scene of the crime, I said, shit, that sounds like his house to me. And then when his lawyer, when he was walking out of court, and his lawyer said, turn back and say, Your Honor, we're just asking for one thing, for a one-time return, just so he could go back with the company of police to get his stuff out of the house. I said, that's his friggin' house. That's when it dawned on me. That's before we knew that it was in-house. I said, that's his house. And then they went further now by saying, Oh, the story is she had a sleepover and one of her friends come over, and it is said that the friends made an accusation that he touched the friend or something like that. They did everything to skirt the true detail that it was involving the daughter. Cause me there I say, yo, for your daughter, the little girl where you raised with her mother, you're sick. Not that if it was a stranger outside, it would be any better, but then it turned out to be just that. So now the cover up still continues. Let the court sort it out. And if the court says guilty or innocent, uh, that accusation can't just disappear. That young girl will have to go stand in front of a judge or go to judge's chambers and tell judge, say, I lied. Judge, I got asked why you lied. I lied because I want him out the house, or I don't like him, or something like that, or whatever the case may be. And the judge will be able to tell you're being coerced, aren't you? You know, somebody is forcing you to take your truth back and tell a lie to cover up what was being done to you, aren't they? You know, you speak to a 13-year-old long enough, you will know. The thing about being that age, right? You think you can cover all bases, but that's why most young people who commit crimes get caught, because them swear them know everything, they swear they could cover all bases, they swear their reasoning is going to be on point, and all police do are just make them talk and lead them with certain questions and watch them step right into it, and then boom, before you know it, they tell it. They can't brush this off. Everybody out there should know that that police report was real, that this is not a prank, that I believe what the little girl said, and until we go to court and it come out how me just say it, even then, me still not gonna believe it. Yeah, I'm signed off on believing now, completely. No. So I'm not one of them that's over here talking about, oh, let the courts, let's see when it goes to court and innocent till proven guilty. This is not a murder case where we have to worry about alibi and was he there or not. Don't worry, it'll come out in court. Were there video cameras there that caught him at the scene committing the murder, and that was his DNA found on the scene? I know that the kind of case this. So I know the case this what we talk about, let the court and when we go to trial. No, this is a person spoke and said this was done to me, and that person is a minor. The minor also said it was done multiple times. This ain't the first time. I just want him to stop. How the fuck? How am I gonna pass that? It was done multiple times. This is not the first time. I just want him to stop. Wow. We don't hear what she has said. Bro, no weapon form against you shall prosper here. What weapon? And you know what's one of our biggest problems? We be the own goddamn weapon formed against ourselves. Yeah, that. And the bag of yes people them with their own you is the only weapon that's formed against you. Nobody else has no weapon. You know they are pray about God, please remove this out of my life and all negativity. Remove yourself because it's you. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. You are the weapon that's formed against you. Yeah, I believe the little girl. We have the cover-up culture, Marvin. Yeah, we have the upside-down culture. We have the everything that is wrong is right now. We have the culture now where we reward people who do messed up things. You know? Or we sweep it under the rug quickly. Or we draw a Bible verse and talk about he who is without sin cast the first stone. But you know he killed his mama, right? Yeah, he killed his mama, but damn, man, he rich. He got a lot of money, though. But you know he raped his sister, right? Yeah, but I'm saying, though, he's still a good dude. You know, he be giving food to the homeless, though. Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
Good morning, SouFlo.
Good morning, family. How you doing?
I'm well. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I'm not a YouTuber, but you are.
Mm-hmm.
So what is YouTube guidelines about someone like that? CMR in reference.
YouTube guidelines is YouTube would take things into consideration if they're reported, and then they would run their own investigations.
Yeah, because I don't have any issues with Chrissy right now, except that the fact that she's being a little bit too quiet.
Mm.
It comes off as if they are working together, but I feel that it's the dude that's psychotic,
Mm.
and he is trying to ride Chris's wave like he always does. But he's being very strategic because of his narcissism.
Well, here's the thing though. There's a way that Chrissy can handle all that. You understand? There's a way that,
Yeah,
there's a way
he can
that
gag
she
him.
there's a way that she can handle all that. As far as if he's posting videos with her in it and misleading the public, making us think
Right.
that they're still together, they're a couple, they're just working through something minor. What the daughter said to the police is invalid. It's not true. If she is opposed to the image
And
that
I'm just
if she's
waiting.
opposed to the
I'm
image
just
he's trying to
waiting.
build right now, she can surely shut him down. And the fact
Yes,
that she's
this is
not doing it kind of tells
it's
me
the
that
problem for me.
yet they're collaborating. They're working
Yeah,
together
it's a
to
problem. It's
yeah.
a problem because, but I'm waiting. I'm still waiting for the due process of the court before I deal with Chrissy.
Mhm.
Because I'm going to fix her if, you know what I'm saying? We'll just wait. I'm not going to speak on that.
Yeah.
But I'm going to speak to
I
CMR.
I don't have to wait for no due process of no court though for the part where what she told already. The court don't need to prove that because the court
Right,
can't.
right,
The court.
true,
I'm gonna tell y'all
true,
truly and truly, the court cannot prove that that man did not do what that girl said he did to her. The court. How can they prove it? Is he gonna take a lie detector test and fail it? There are ways that people can pass those. How are they going to prove that?
I believe they did a kit.
Huh?
And that's why he's playing. They did one of those essay kits.
People are saying, right, if that they will do a you believe that they will do a lie detector on the child? If
No. They did a sexual assault kit on the child to see if she was, you know.
Nah, see, that's the thing. You're off the topic, my sister. Check this out. She never mentioned anything about sexual intercourse, penetration, none of that stuff.
I understand
So
that.
so no sexual assault kit could be done.
It's still a part. I would believe it's a part of the process. I'm not saying that it
Right,
is.
but what would the result be of a sexual assault kit, or what would the purpose be of a sexual assault kit when no sexual assault happened?
Because listen, we don't know that. She didn't. She might not. She might tell just the tip of the story.
Right. That,
And
okay.
not
So
feel
now
like
that's
telling everything.
right. So now that's adding to what was not said. I was going off of what was said in the police report. What you're saying is what I supposed another time. You're not wrong, because I said this too. I said, what if more than what that young lady, that little girl said happened, but she just hadn't brought it
Right.
out?
Right.
Right.
So I'm saying that it might have happened based on his story. Did
Right.
you remember what he said to the officers?
He went, he
He
saw her
opened the door and he saw her
playing
right.
with herself on the floor.
So if there were signs of anything in terms of touching, penetration, she did it to herself.
Right.
That's what he's trying to claim.
Right.
Now, what I'm upset about is that I'm not sure the community guidelines with YouTube as in terms of accusation, and he's just still going on with things normal. I'm triggered by his last video where he was at college. And he's just talking so normal about these girls that are in gymnastics and showing their bodies. Like, this guy is not, he's not aware.
Wow.
How can you still be associating yourself with stuff like that, knowing what you're accused of?
I got the video and I only watched, like, I skimmed through. I didn't see that part, so I just went straight to the comment section.
Yeah, you need to go back to the campus. Yeah. He was so distracted and enamored by them young ladies that he left his trunk open.
Oh, wow.
And didn't even know, trying to say somebody went in and he realized that, oh, you know, I left it open because he was so distracted by these
Right. Well,
I'm going to deal with Chrissy differently, but him, I swear, if he put up one brand deal right now, I'm speaking directly to you, CMR. If you put up one thing advertising somebody's brand, I want for that brand. Okay? I'm a part of a group, more than 40,000, and they are ready. They're just waiting for me to tell them what to do. These are sexual assault victims that are not playing, and they ready. They're Americans. They don't know nothing about the community, but I enlighten them, and we just on pause. And I'm telling you, CMR, do not put up anybody's brand. That brand is gonna suffer.
Wow.
At least until after the court.
Wow.
Let due process take place. Stop being so normal. Nothing you did was normal.
Nothing you're accused of is normal.
Nothing. That
Right.
is not a strike for you to be carrying on like, yo, Chrissy, I'm telling you, Chrissy, you're hard. But you're going to be gold time if you don't act right, ladies. I'm telling you, all these brands, I'm so serious. I am so damn serious because the only way these people are going to learn is by you getting their pocket clearly.
Man, listen.
40,000 strong, SA victims, and they ready. Don't play with people's brands.
All right.
That's all I got to say this morning.
All right, now. I appreciate you calling in. All right. Listen. Now that could be super damaging. Yeah, because no brand will want to work with you if that is what's going on with you. For sure. Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
SouFlo.
Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
Hello?
Yeah, good morning.
Hi, SouFlo. Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Okay, how are you?
Good.
I have a couple or a few questions. In terms of I guess they're still posting and carrying on, I guess like everything is normal. Could that be just part of the contractual agreement that you had mentioned the other day that they have with these sponsors that they have?
No
sponsor. So they have to keep posting?
No sponsor is going to tell you that if you are mixed up in a some sex charge that has to do with underage child that you should keep posting their content. They're trying to they're trying to pretend everything is normal so the brands will keep working with them, so their supporters will keep supporting them, so everything will seem normal. Their money will keep on coming in, however they're getting their money, whether it's through views and likes plus sponsor deals and whatever else. That's the part that I see that's happening. And no brand is going to ever even try to matter of fact, a brand will move so far away from you if they get any kind of inclination that anything like that is happening. They'll come back after if you could clear all that up. But
so could that be the case why they're just acting normal?
Yeah, and I've said
carrying on like business as usual.
I've said that they have their
because
bills
they don't
to pay.
Lose anything.
Yes, they have their bills to pay, and they have money to make, and their bills to pay. So yes, it's the income. It's the income. They're worried about the income.
And also another point to that, the videos that they're posting. So you're saying that you don't like the fact that CMR is still posting videos that Chrissy in it. Is that what you said?
Right. I don't like the fact that the videos are misleading so many people into thinking that the young lady who was only 13 years old told a lie. Because that is what everybody is getting from it. Almost everybody, all the comments I've seen. So what you're doing, you're building a whole audience against this little girl. For everybody to start rallying up and saying, she lying. I told you that man is a man of God. He loves his family. He would never do something like that. Invalidating this 13-year-old's story and the police report. And putting up videos that have you and Chrissy in the videos is misleading the people into believing that, oh, they're still together, everything is all right. Because remember, when he left court, the judge specifically said out loud, you will not live with that little girl and with that child anymore, and you will not return to the scene of the crime. Those were the judge's words, quote unquote.
Right.
So why are you putting up videos with the mom other than to make everybody believe that even though the judge said you can't live in your house, you guys are still together outside your house or anywhere else?
Okay. And I guess, I mean, you as a YouTuber, as you said, you have videos that, you've vlogged for a while and it takes you a while to post everything.
Yes.
So we're human in a sense that the videos that they're posting, they're not current videos.
But a lot of people don't know that.
Before.
A lot of people don't know that.
Based on their comments.
Right.
I get it.
Right.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
All right now.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of people are happy to be misled. They want to believe that they just filmed those and see that them together. We don't know where them other people that did not talk about. I hate them people here, man. Them just hate to see a happy couple. Them just hate to see people make money and live happy. It's not that. It's not that. The people know that, some people out here know that y'all are being hoodwinked and bamboozled, and they're trying to paint a picture that's not real. Yeah. And again, I'm more concerned about victims, and I'm more concerned about a safe space for victims, and I'm more concerned about people giving the benefit of the friggin' doubt to the little girl. JFlex5414 says only molesters destroy kids' innocence and act normal. Only molesters destroy kids' innocence and act normal. It's, man, listen, okay? What burns me is the amount of people that don't give two shits about that little girl. That's the part that burned me. It really tells me that when I go through their comment section, I get triggered because I'm feeling like, damn. So really, this many people are willing to look past what that little 13-year-old girl said to big up this man? That part, friggin' nothing to demeanor, and I'm triggered. So I can't imagine somebody who is actually a victim or has been through something like that. They're probably looking at it like, yep, that's the same way I was treated. I remember when I tried to tell, and so-and-so told me to shut up. Next person said I was lying. Another person said, so they invalidated your story. Do y'all know how many people out here who tried to tell somebody and their stories were invalidated at a young age, and their molester kept on molesting them because they felt empowered? Because they're like, oh, nobody now gonna believe you anyway. So it's now it's all green lights on you. You already tried telling, they see it's a lie. They say it's a lie. So now I could do anything to you. This is why I said earlier in another video, no matter what the outcome of this is, them two can never live in the same house again unless she gets rid of her child. They can't even live in the same house again. Because what that means is either the little girl did lie and she's willing to say I lied, or they will, like my wife said, they will gaslight the hell out of that little girl. I did a video recently that I did not post to the channel yet. It's just laying dormant, and it was the definition of gaslighting, because many people don't know what it is. Just like how many people, woman get mad with her husband because the husband say, you can't go to the door another battery rider there. You hold your battery jar outside. I don't want my wife dressed like that. Oh, he's a narcissist. He tries to control me. Tell me how to dress. You're so narcissistic. People use these words. Oh, she's always gaslighting me. And them don't know what the word them means. So what I did was I did proper research from books that have to do with psychology. in the professional field, and I brought the true definition of what gaslighting means. Let me sum it up for you in a word and a way where everybody can understand. Gaslighting is basically you doing something to somebody and then making the somebody feel like, going through great lengths to make the somebody feel like it never happened. That's what gaslighting is. And it actually comes from a situation that happened long ago where a man was trying to make his wife go crazy or trying to portray her as crazy. So he would actually light one light and he would put the light, I believe it was in the window upstairs or somewhere, and she would see the light. And she would say, point it out and say, the light's right there, like the light's behind the blinds. And he would go, there's no light there. And she would say, yes, it is. Look, why am I the only one seeing it? It's there. And him light the light and put it there, you know. So he would do stuff like this. He would move the light and then tell her, okay, since you say the light's there, come, let's go look. And he would take her there and they would look. And of course, there would be no light because his bum ass was actually hiding the light or found a way to out the light before she got there. So when she left and go back to out a great distance from it, he would turn the light on again. And she would be like, the light's there again. So then he could say, yo, she's crazy. She's losing it. But the light was really there. That's where gaslighting come from. I swear to you, go look it up. The origin of the term gaslighting. So they would gaslight the Ross out of that little girl to make that little girl believe that it wasn't like that. That's not what really happened. These kind of things. But I want y'all to remember, say, that little girl is not no dummy. She doesn't have any, she is not a dummy. She is not slow. She doesn't have any learning disabilities. She's very high functioning. She knows exactly what the hell happened to her. And the fact that she said it happened multiple times. And the fact that she said she just wants it to stop. You know what? Another part that you need to look into? You need to look into the part where that little girl said she didn't want her mom to think that he is a bad person. She just wants him to stop. I didn't want my mom to think that he's a bad person. I just want him to stop. She feels sorry for him. I don't think she feels sorry for him. I think she feels the innate need to protect her mom. I think she feels the innate need to protect her mother. Yeah. I don't think she feels sorry for him because she wants him to stop. I think she feels the innate need to protect her mama. That's why she said that. I didn't want my mom to think he's a bad person. Why? Because if my mom thinks he's a bad person, my mom's going to leave him. My mom's going to divorce him. Her marriage is going to be shattered. She is all into her marriage. This is somebody who look like she will go to hell and back for. I feel like I'll be robbing her of this person if I actually show her who he really is. So I didn't want her to think he's a bad person, but I'm powerless to stopping what's going on. I just want him to stop. Oh, come on, man. And we sit here and act like let's wait for a court date. Let's wait for what court date? Let's wait for what court date? The only thing I'm waiting for their court date is to hear what the damn judge says will happen from here on out. And that judge can't just come out and say nothing happened. Okay, it was a mistake. Let's wipe this off the books. Go back to your life as normal. That can't happen. Can't happen. So no matter how many videos them put up and how much they try to fool everybody or whatever, the court date coming. The court date coming. Investigations are being done and the court date is coming. Yeah.
Oh, let me interject really quickly because I heard somebody. So I heard the lady say she's not judging Chrissy and she's waiting until the court date. There is another YouTuber. I don't watch her. I just see the news popping up on my timeline. Her name is The Real Trophy Wife. She's in the same case with her husband. Her husband sexually assaulted their two daughters. You know what she did? It's an ongoing investigation. She made a full YouTube video disclosing everything that she could disclose to the public. And she said, keep my family in your prayers as we are trying to work through the situation and give my children justice. And she left the household. She's living someplace completely different with her kids. So if you as a mom wanted to actually address the situation, you could have, even though it's an ongoing case and you have a court date coming up. If you wanted to address it, you could have. If you wanted the videos to stop that he's posting with you in it, you could have, but you are not. So that right there is everything I need to hear. You're complicit. It's just simply that.
No, see, so people can be transparent. So I mean, I know how people are, the crazy part though, babe, is how they make excuse, right? Like, oh, it's an ongoing case, so they can't talk about it. Come on, man. You could talk about it. You know what you can't talk about? You can't talk about like in a murder case, because you might say something like, I was around the area, but I'm not sure of what time I was there.
Yeah.
That stuff like that. And then now they're like, so you were around the area. Right?
I like Megan Thee Stallion and Charlene's case. Both of them talked about their case, and it was an ongoing investigation even before they went to trial. So I don't know where they get the idea that, oh, they are popular or they're a celebrity or they're influencers, so they can't talk about the case.
Yeah.
I don't know where they get that from.
Yeah.
There's a level of transparency that you have to have, especially when you put your life out there to the audience that you have garnered. And I don't know what is the backstory as far as them not being transparent. That's their business. But it's up to me as a consumer to form my own opinions. And my opinion is she's also complicit.
That's where I'm at with it too. I can't say it no better. That's where I'm at with it too. Is that she's complicit.
I'm sure they're going to the YouTube videos and see when they're posting and all of that.
Right. 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 So wife just said that's another thing. Investigation is ongoing, right? They're tracking both of them. So they're going through the YouTube videos and seeing what is being posted, and when it's being posted and all of that as well. Somebody afraid of self-incrimination, says Mervyn the Point, Jamaica Curl. Listen, if she don't have nothing to hide, she can't stand up on her truth. Because the only people that they actually tell is, yo, better you don't say nothing, and people actually bite that is people who are like, yo, me did do it, you know, but me I try to get out of it. So me might slip up and say what me not to say and go get myself in a trouble. So me not say nothing. I don't want to hear nobody telling me about, oh, nah, you might be innocent, but you might say the wrong thing that make you look guilty. The daughter already said what she said. You can't change that. The police report carries what the girl said. You cannot change that. It was said. It was so must we now look at that 13-year-old and say, me not believe our story. I'm gonna wait for somebody outside of their house to tell me if that happened. Walk with what I tried to explain to you just now, right? When that caller called in and said she's a part of a group that is over 40,000 strong, and they deal with brands and brand deals and stuff. And any brand that he posts, that brand is gonna suffer because they're gonna go against it. That type of stuff. Walk with me. What I was trying to say is, right, what they're doing, they have to find a better way, because it's not adding up. It's simply not adding up. We cannot ignore what was already said by the little girl. There is no way out of this. If a little boy come telling us, say, yo, SouFlo did touch me up, I can't say to you, him have to find video show the people them, or else me innocent. I already knew that there was no video around there. Y'all forget the creepy ass part of that where they spoke to them, talk to the mother. Them asked the mother about the video camera. The mother said she have access to the video camera upon her phone, and she believes that so-and-so, which is him, have access to it for film phone too. Now, everybody here that has video cameras around your house, in your apartment, your condo, wherever you live, you set up your video camera so they can't record? Never mind the creepy part that it's a friggin' teenage girl and you got a video camera in where her personal space is. But who set up a video camera so it can't record? So it can't hold footage? It just views. That means if you're not there with that video camera to see through it, what did happen this minute? That footage they're gone. You can't rewind. It didn't save anything. You can't go back and look. Why would anybody structure a camera that way? What if people break into your house and you were not home? Wouldn't you want to know, hey, I can grab them, go through my video system, I come in, the back door open wide, a couple of things missing from in the house. Oh, did I accidentally leave the back door open? Did the kids run and knock over some things? Why the house look like this? Yo, go to the video camera, see if anybody broke in the house. That's what people have video cameras for. So how come video camera end up in a little 13-year-old girl room, but it don't keep footage? When I think people are idiot, when I think people is idiot, I believe them either A, tell the police that so them can destroy footage, or B, it gets set up like that in the first place by somebody who wanted to have voyeurism views into that little girl's personal space, but no evidence left behind. And you can't tell me no different. You can't tell me no different. Why the fuck? Yeah, why would a teenager have a camera like that in their room anyways? Whether the camera can record and keep footage or it can't record and keep footage, why the hell would it be in a teenager's personal space anyways? Where she sleeps. Where she sleeps is also where she change her clothes. It's also where she get dressed, she get naked, she do all this. What camera I do in there so that anybody else could see? And y'all letting all that pass, right? Like, yeah, let me try to find an excuse for that one too. Oh, come on, man. Come on. Naya TV says he didn't think he was going to get caught because he was blinded by his own demons, but God knows best. Charlotte Slaw says that man there is a dirty junker. You can't tell me. I'm asking, may I ask some real questions, you know? And I want somebody who can rebuttal this. Please give me something else to believe in. Challenge what I'm saying to you. Who would put a camera in a teenage girl's room in the space where she does private stuff, and it's a camera that does not record? It does not record and keep footage. Tells me that you were not trying to secure your property, your house. As far as I've seen with the other children, me no see no picnic in there that look like them require a nanny cam. I don't see no kids in their house that look like they require a nanny cam. Them have months old babies. That shit is creepy. And if anybody thinks that's not creepy, you're creepy. That is creepy as hell. No baby not in there, but you have nanny cam in here. Okay. I wonder who you really are watching though. Yeah, let's talk about that part. I wonder who you really watching though. Y'all ain't ready for that, right? Because it might not just be the 13-year-old where I get watch on the camera there. It might be anybody who in that room there that will get naked in that room or do anything in that room that's getting watched. That's creepy as hell. Night TV says his oldest daughter, his biological daughter, probably knows what was going on. You know, sisters talk because I've looked at her demeanor as well. Yeah. And then me hear one woman I talk about, well, you know, people are raised different ways. And some people are raised old school. If it's their house, them say no door, nothing lock in here, and them can bust up in any door them want to without knocking. Cut your shit. Stop your foolishness. Go ahead. No, know what else to tell you. Anybody, that man didn't just come from some country where them and clap door open if door and take all the doors off the whole. And that's where him come from. You served in the military. You've been here a while. You're accustomed to this culture. If I not this culture, a Jamaican culture. Jamaican culture says, no big man, nothing in no little girl room. Live on the air with Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Hey, morning, SouFLo.
You know, I kept feeling something vibrating on my desk, and I'm wondering what is vibrating because the phone is not lighting up and it's not ringing.
Yeah, but yeah, man, I've been trying to call. Man, I like this morning, man. Beat that guy, man. He's a one big dirty nasty man.
Bro, I'm waiting for somebody to like say no SouFLo, but you know, I would put a camera in there and I don't want it to keep footage, or I don't mind a camera being in my teenage daughter's room that I can see from my phone, from your phone.
I hear you ask, where am I watch on camera? Am I watch the little girl tune? That's where am I watch the little girl tune.
Fragrant.
Yes, that's what I'm about. But also too, SouFLo, one thing I want to say too. If the mother say that she had the footage on she had the camera access on her phone and he had camera access. If
she said she believes, she believes. Don't believe no rat clot. You know, exactly. Say him have access on film phone too. The police report says she believes that so and so has access on his too.
And this is a problem for me because listen, I'm a father. I am a father, right? And I have a little girl. You think, say, even if me know my wife have the footage of my little girl, me don't want to see that. That's from my wife to see. That's my daughter. Me don't want to see my daughter on video.
But me would not tell, as a man, me would not tell my wife, say, hello, she too old for put camera in her room. Why you have a camera in her? She never give us no reason. She sneak out at night time. She ever escape in the middle of the night and take man or go away or anything like that. It's not an unruly child. Why are we putting a camera in her room? And then you want the camera set on a kind of camera where it doesn't keep footage. You just can watch her 24/7 if she in her room. That's very friggin' weird.
Yes, that's very, very weird. And I also have a thing too, so far. I don't know if does the daughter have like your friend them come over to the house. Do you know about that?
Why? I don't know, but that's what I heard in one story, but I can't verify.
Because listen, I'm not ruling it out. I'm not gonna rule it out that if the daughter do have little girls that come, Imala watch them too on camera.
All right, now you're talking.
All right, because listen, you have to think like that too. If that little girl have friends coming to the house and he can watch that little girl, how you know that he now watch a little friend and when they come and have like a play date or whatever no have, you know, like a teenage girl.
Sleepover, play date, anything.
Sleepover, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
you don't know that.
Yeah, that's why my picking them now. No way.
Boy, me tell you. But anyway, go and beat him.
Man, I respect brother.
Beat him. Yes, man.
Yep. That's why me now, my picking them now sleep nowhere. Sleep your ass at your yard. Yeah. And you can FaceTime your friend on the weekend or whatever. Like my daughter, she's 10. Daddy, they're having a sleepover at Jesse's house and then Jessica's house, and they're okay, Nika, you're not going. Why do you keep asking me? I've told you since you were like 4, 5, 6, I'll never do sleepovers. You're 10, nothing changed. You'll be 17 and nothing ain't gonna change. I'm not encouraging no damn sleepover. You can't control what people. Do y'all know how many cases I've seen? Yo, big up Miss Ruby and Mas Clevey. Go sleeping at your bed, boy, sleepover. You know how many cases I have seen where sleepover happened and somebody becomes a victim of the father or mother of that house. The woman them not get to escape too. I've seen cases. Go look this up. Sleepovers where the mother draw away her son friend them, him teenage friend them, ride them off in our room at night time. The father drugged everybody's drink and everybody got knocked out and draw away one of the little girl. I think the last story I covered on that, it was she was the only black girl at that sleepover. And the father had drugged the drink. Like, you mix a drink in a batch, I'm gonna mix you a jug of Kool-Aid. Mix in a batch, everybody get a drink. I don't know if he put too much in hers specifically, because this is the one way he want, and everybody else get just enough to get knocked out for a little while. Y'all could go look these stories up on YouTube. They're very real stories. Look up crime stories. They happen all the time. You don't know what other people have going on in their house. Where are their voyeurism cameras set up? You send your picnic gun over there, your picnic gun use the bathroom camera in our body hole for somebody's sick pleasure. Yeah, we don't do sleepovers, love. We don't care who do that. That's not for culture. We don't sleep over nowhere. And we don't name and drink from people neither. Yeah, Audrey, right. That part too. We don't name and drink from people and we don't sleep over. Picnic go to them yard. Go sleep under them parents. Well, their parents are supposed to be protecting them, not putting up friggin' cameras in their room and watching them, voyeurism into your teenage daughter's room. Weird shit. And people are acting like you could just, oh, let's just sweep past that. Let's sweep past the fact that she left her home, which is supposed to be her safe environment, and went outside and told strangers or told school counselor and then police. And let's sweep past that. Let's sweep past the fact that all the details that are laid out in that police report is not fake. And the police actually took it, sat with her, spoke with her, confronted him about it, then arrest him after. Let's sweep past that too. Let's just sweep past everything and just let's see what the judge says. Yo, I don't want to be no part of the people them that's making excuses for nobody like this. Well, you can't left me out of that group there. Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
Morning, SouFlo.
Morning, fam. What going?
Yeah. One of the first thing then, even if we believe teams tour, just say him open the door.
Open the door.
And Ciara jerk off.
Ciara play with herself, crawling on the floor.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He never tell her mother that.
No, I'm just tell her to go back into the bed.
Yeah, because you just think about that. They all have family.
And people buy that.
And if you open one door and see something, you gotta tell your wife.
Brother, not only am I gonna tell my wife, me I run go straight go tell my wife, but couple of things, right? Here is the natural reaction. And anybody tell me if I'm wrong. I bust a door in my house because I forgot to knock. And me actually catch somebody in a them intimate moment exploring themselves. The first thing me I do when me bust the door is, oh shit.
Yeah.
I close the door, close back, oh shit. Yo. All right, my bad. I'm sorry. Then me run across the room and say, babe, you know, so me just catch far over this side of that bathroom and handle himself, What the hell? And we'll probably talk to each other and be like, well, babe, we reached them age that where, at that age you start touch up yourself and explore yourself and stuff. You don't hide that and keep it to yourself. You don't tell them, you don't stop and tell them about, hold on there, bro. Yeah, so you gotta stop now and look on her and do it. And so what are you doing? Get back in the bed. Really? Is that a normal reaction?
No.
Yo, and that's why them arrest him, Ross.
Yeah,
because
even take scene story. Scene story don't make no sense.
That's why them arrest him, Ross, because even the police no say don't make no sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that he gave them probable cause to arrest his ass and he don't even know it.
And then the next thing, like what you're saying, who have camera in the house applying for any bed.
Right.
Anyway.
Right. Even
first of all, not even put camera in my house. See, that's one security perimeter.
Right.
Outside of my house.
The entrance, exit areas, and backspace, backyard, and these things.
Yes.
Right.
The side, everything. I can see the front gate. I can see the wall perimeter cover.
Right.
And every one of them record.
Right. And keep footage.
Yes. So
same thing for me. Yes. I'm talking from a personal experience. Same thing for me. I don't know one person who have security cameras and the camera don't keep no footage. What's the purpose of having that camera?
Because I not sit down and watch 24/7.
And sometimes I have to back up the reel and go look and see what happened on the day here. Like, look, give you a good example, bro. Me used to have a guy who come clean the pool, right? For a company named Pinch a Penny. That time we did just buy the house. I'm my first pool. I don't know how to clean pool per se. So me hire them to do it. The man used to lie and tell me, say, I was just there Monday and I came back on Wednesday. So I say, you know what? Okay. Because the pool dirty or ass, you know, I mean, I pay for him clean it. So I say, if you just cleaned the pool 2 days ago, how come the pool is that dirty? I don't know, man. Something must be going on with your pool. And he would do me this for month after month after month. One day my wife said, babe, you know, you can just look up the video footage and see. Me go back and look up video footage. Me can't find this man come through my back gate, go in my backyard, come around my pool area, nothing. He wasn't there last week. He wasn't there the week before. Him not there, not there. Boom. Him pop up right there. So he's supposed to come 4 times a month, right? He was coming once a month. So I confront him about it, told him about it, told him I got the video footage. Here where him tell me say. He said, I'm not supposed to be telling you this, but a pool like yours, I can teach you how to take care of it yourself so you don't waste so much money. I tell him, no, I'm gonna tell the company, Pinch a Penny said him not showing up to do what they're contracted to do, you know. But I was able to pull up the footage to show that you never came here. You come once a month, you're supposed to come 4 times a month. So this is why we keep cameras like this that are able to back footage up. So where him have footage for now, where him have video for now, where can't back up no footage.
Yeah.
And in a little girl room.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Me personally, me have a 13-year-old stepdaughter.
Mm-hmm.
And like what you said, my family can't get back together. Because if she was supposed to say something like that about me, we're done. The whole family done.
Of course. Then you would have feel comfortable as a man going back in that house with her?
Hell no.
All right. All right.
Because if I got something worse next time.
All right.
You understand? So if you can't say something like this get said about and you even want back your family, and the next thing is you would have to talk. You would have come out, come talk. But hold on nothing. Just like what your wife talked about.
Yeah.
I seen a video that this morning too. With the next social media thing.
Ah, you saw it.
And she put out I married a monster.
Oh wow.
And she talked about it. When I scared after them tell her, she bring them to hospital. She tell him a story to get out of the house and bring them to hospital. And he never see them back again. Police arrest him after that.
Wow. See, that is a woman who not playing no games. And she don't want no hide up of nothing. And she's looking out for the best interest of our children. Because those are the steps you take. Right? Not sit there talking about, well, I can't say anything, so I'm just gonna keep posting videos of everything else except for, and me no say you can't talk.
I'll tell her a full story.
And it's an ongoing investigation.
Because all you have to do is tell the truth.
Exactly.
Because the problem when them tell us enough to talk, and because you may say something like that, and the lawyer ask them to change that.
Charlotte's Law said exactly what I said not too long ago. I said, listen to me. If Chrissy, I'm talk to Chrissy like this through the camera, cause I said, Chrissy, watch the camera here. your brand can shoot through the stratosphere, you're already on a good track, right? When I remember one time when he talked to Dewey, I'm going to tell Dewey when him there with Queenie, yeah, pull me up, man. When me like talk sense to people, when I spoke to Dewey and I said through this camera, I said, Dewey, you can spin off into your own brand. You don't need to stay with Lady Gangster, whatever our name is, whatever. Right? Queenie, you can do your own thing. Spin off of this. I even went into laying it out, how could I do it and everything. You know, I said, Dewey now. Dewey, yeah, me just come from so and me a fly go so and so, my passport stamp up. Dewey never have no travel papers before all that. Right? I said to Chrissy, look in this camera, I said, Chrissy, your thing can shoot through the stratosphere. If you grab your kids, hold them close to you right now, and become an advocate, strong advocate for your children, and become transparent with your audience. So Charlotte Slaw is over here saying it's ironic because she probably would get more followers if she stood by the girl and took a stand. Yes. And what's going to happen is in the long run, what's going to happen is she's trying to hold on to people now, but in the long run, it's going to come back to bite her in the ass. May I tell you, say it come back to bite her in the ass. So anything she's trying to hold on to now, she's about to lose in the long run anyways. And it probably won't be that long.
Tell our story.
Tell our story. There are millions of women out here waiting to rally around her, support her, and build her up. Tell your story. But if you go on like you're complicit, there are millions of women out here who will be highly triggered every time they see you because their mama did do the same thing to them. So they will actually not only stop supporting you, they will work to make sure that your brand don't flourish. So it's a sharp, two-edged sword. You choose which side you want to go on. All right, my brother. Yeah, you're one. I wish them all the best. I hate to see people go down or go through stuff. But at the end of the day, nobody should forget that a 13-year-old told her truth. Y'all think it's easy? You think it's easy to wake up? Remember, I know our parents, them are Jamaican, you know. So add that to the mix. Our parents are Jamaican, you know. You think it's easy if you get up and come out of a Jamaican household and go to school, go seek out a guidance counselor to talk to about something like that? And then knowing the guidance counselor have to call police. They have to report it. That's their job. That's a part of anybody that works in a healthcare field in any way, or they're counselors or healthcare providers or whatever. You, on your license, in your schooling, you are told that you are a victim's advocate. If you don't report certain things, you yourself you lose your licensing and all that, right? We all know this. So, or maybe we don't all know this. So, you think it's easy that she took the route that she took? It took tremendous courage for this little girl to take that route that she took. That's to show you how badly she wanted this taken care of. And people are gonna brush it off like, I like Shell, man, nothing really happened. Them soon sort the thing out is all right. I want y'all to remember something, right? Always remember that. You see what's small to you as an adult? It's a boulder on the shoulder or the head of a child. Stuff that are small to you as an adult, coming like the child world is crumbling, ending. That's how big it is for them. Like when we go pick up Kyle late, right? Yeah, one time we went to go pick up Kyle late about a week or 2 weeks ago or so. Kyle was in front of his school bawling. And I mean, a lot of people was still there, you know. It wasn't like he was the last kid left and everybody else got picked up. We just did not show up the time we were supposed to show up or the time we normally show up. So he's watching kids who he normally get picked up before go home. Everybody is going home. The kid was crying uncontrollably. I'm like, Kai, what happened? Come here, I think something wrong with him at school. Somebody doing something. And Finally, when him calm himself down a little bit, he said, I thought you were never coming to get me. I said, Kai, you really thought we were just going to leave you there, never come get you? He said, yes. Kids see things way different from adults. A problem is way bigger for them. All when it's not a problem to you is a big problem to them. So while we talking this talk, I want y'all to remember that little girl, she carrying a mountain on her shoulders right now because of everything that's going on. She is conscious at this moment that her trying to get a situation to stop that was happening to her that she thinks is inappropriate, it has caused a backlash. What's part worse enough? You have some parents who will stop talking to them picnic. You see what you do? I met my man can't live in the house with me. Don't talk to me. Or even give that attitude without saying it to her. You understand? She'll feel it from every angle right now. Trust me. She no longer has access to him. And children, unfortunately, sometimes run to the person who molests them and abuse them. It's just like your puppy or your dog. You kick it, move. And the dog, arr, arr, arr. You see the dog come right back to you? Come right back at your foot. Child's mentality. She's lost access to him. She's probably lost access to her mom or is not on that kind of a communicative level where they're loving and nurturing and the mommy love is not felt no more right there, right? Depending on where she's at, if she is not in the house, because they said she was removed from the house, the kids were removed from the house. Then I heard that 2 were brought back or the others were brought back, but the older one is still not there or something like that. So if that's true, she's separated from her sisters now. Like there's a bunch of stuff that's happening just because she tried to get herself some help. So us adults out here sitting on here just like, you know, I think she'd probably tell online that that's it. No, there's a lot going on in her world. This is why some picnic just go kill themselves, you know. Y'all see teenage suicide rate? Man, listen. I don't want to be a part of that club. I don't want to be part of the nobody. I don't want to be part of the people them who feel like, yeah, doubt the little girl. Make she believe that nothing never happened that was inappropriate. But think a lie, shall lie. Let's wait for the courts to say this, that, and all the other. Wickedness to not deal with. Y'all dealing with wickedness. That little girl told her truth. Back her up. Me, I give her the benefit of the doubt. I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt. I believe her until otherwise. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Hi, SouFLo. Like how you were talking about the other kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I have to turn that down. I don't know. For some reason, I think, well, I believe, my opinion is, if that little girl is not there in the home, and she's separated from her siblings, imagine what the mother is telling the siblings and turning their mind against what the 13-year-old is took her dad to court for.
And for all who is slow to what we're talking about now,
stop.
yes. So for all
what
who
is
is
Chrissy
not
telling the
on,
little girl, her sisters?
All the dynamics of what could be going on now. Yeah.
She may be telling the little girls, hey, it's not true. Don't worry about it. It's like you said, it will sort itself out, like how people are saying. What's going to happen? There's going to be a rift between that little girl and her sister because they're going to think that the little girl is lying.
You lied on my dad and had my dad kicked out of the house. You told a lie on my dad and had my dad kicked out of the house. Not only that, as children get older, they know the truth, right? So they might grow up thinking, we all got the same daddy and the same mommy. Wait till the division part comes in where, so that's not your real dad. That's why you lied on my dad. You lied on my dad and got my dad kicked out of the house because that's not your dad because you didn't have a dad.
Right.
All that. Yes, Audrey, all that too.
And then the other thing I was saying is that because it's not his blood child.
Mm-hmm.
And because that little girl looked like a younger version of his wife.
She looked like a splitting image of her mother, boy, except for she's younger. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And he decided to take that step, that advantage, because that's not my picnic.
Look how long I've been warning. I do this on this channel. I've been warning for years. I always talk to single mothers. I said, don't be so quick to run and go pick up a man and all these things, right? And I always say this part right here. A lot of these stepfathers, right? A lot of these stepfathers, they will reach a point where it's all fine and good when your daughter little and everything. When your daughter start going through puberty, bust breast, body start cock off and everything, some of them man here start look on the girl different, and this thing plays in their mind. Well, that ain't really my blood daughter though. You know, boy, I wonder if Shanna really mind still, you know. We're not related by blood, so anything can go on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then the other thing I was saying was, with the camera thing, I was saying the only reason why a person would put a camera in a child's room is if they know that the child sleepwalks and they want to keep them out of danger. You understand?
Yeah.
But at the same time, why does he have access to the camera? If you're going to have access, it should be the mother alone. But at the same time, I still have some buts. You're still invading the child's privacy. And when you went to the child's door, you should have knocked her door, wait for her to answer. When she says, come in, then you're coming. Why are you just busting in on the little child?
Yeah. And then, hold on now. Even if you're busting, when you set, because we are going off police report now, even if, say, for instance, because sometimes, let's be human, right? Sometimes we're humans and we forget a step in what we're supposed to do. And you just walk on, boom, just push the door. And then you're like, oh shit, I've done it before in the bathroom with my boys in the bathroom. I'm going to push the door, bum. And I'm like, man, lock the door when you in here, man. That's what I scream out. I'm like, you in here taking this shit. Lock the damn door, guy. You know, because they forgot to lock the door. I mean, just a walk around and just boom, push it. But you don't push the door open, see them and do something with themselves, choking its chicken or doing whatever, and you just stand there and then talk about what are you doing? What are you doing? Is he supposed to explain to me how am I feel up in penis and where am I do? What would be my purpose to just stand there and instruct him to get back in his bed or her back in her bed?
Something wrong with your head. You stop there watching your child. Something wrong with your head.
Listen.
Don't get me wrong. I busted on my kids using the washroom and I'm like, hey, yo, lock the door, man. I don't, and they're 22 and 21.
You're adult, you're multitasking sometimes.
On their phone chatting to their friends while they use the washroom. I'm like, yo, lock the door, guy. Like, what's wrong with you?
Right. Sometimes you're multitasking. You know, you have to be here. You got to go do this and do that. You cook dinner. You wash up dishes. You're doing this. Oh, my run go use the bathroom. I'll use this one over here on this side of the house. Boom, you busted. Ah, man, lock the damn door, man. Right. That happens. That happens. But seeing somebody play with themselves and I instruct them to get back in their bed.
No. But for me, SouFlo, I'm sorry, but even when my kids got to the age of 12 and 13, I always knock their door before I enter. I said, is it okay for me to come in? You guys decent? Yeah, mom, come in.
Yes. That's me.
Because I have that level of respect and morals when it comes to my kids.
Right. My daughter is 10. I'm not pushing her door. I keep saying this all the time. My daughter is 10 and 4. I'm not pushing my door where my 10-year-old daughter is, and I don't want to see my 4-year-old daughter naked. So me not understand, like, anything outside of that for me is weird. It's weird. Nobody can excuse it away in my book.
No. That's why I should have knocked the door before I'm going. knock the door and ask the little girl if she's decent. Can I come in?
Weird, man. What's weird is how people
All
are
right,
making
sir.
excuses. I appreciate you calling in. Thank you.
All right.
Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning. All right, that call ended. Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
Big man, morning.
Manners and respect, so all going.
Yeah, man. Remember, said the man did talk to Mr. Vegas, and tell him, say, I want to kill that lady, little girl, So me say, even if I know the daughter, he must mess with other people.
But that was a lie. That was proven to be him trying to mislead people.
Right. Vegas said, no, say, not tell him a lie.
Well, Vegas first said he was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, right? But then he found out later that it was his daughter and not the story he told Vegas. So Vegas then said, him not support no man would do nothing like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyway, bless up yourself.
Manners and respect, sir.
All right.
Yeah. Call back caller. Sometimes the calls are coming in too many. So they're like fighting out and canceling out each other. So when I answer your call, it just cut off your call and the next person call. That's the weirdness of this phone. All right, let's see if we could get your call now. Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
Oh, hi, this is Nicole.
How you doing? See, 3 more calls. How you doing this morning?
I'm doing good.
All right, talk to us now.
Okay, I heard that the older daughter father is deceased. Did you heard of that?
No, I heard that the older daughter's father is a married man with a family of his own and didn't really want to be. Then I also heard that he had concerns about his daughter and being with the mom and who she's with and all that other stuff. So that's what I've heard.
Okay.
But I don't go saying it because I don't know if it's true. I have no way of proving if it's true or not. So on. But that's what I heard since you're talking about what we heard.
Okay. Now, do you think it's a good reason for the father to, at this point of time, to take back the daughter?
Where's the father? And what's his living conditions?
Oh,
you know, where that's, I mean, I'm just saying that's something that has to be considered. Like sometimes we jump out of a frying pan right into a fire, you know.
True.
Yeah, so we don't know nothing about the father, nothing about his life, nothing about what he's able to provide for his daughter. Listen, if I'm not able to snatch my damn kid up right now, that tells me a lot. Because if my children were living with their mom right now and something is happening going down at her house, I could snatch each one of them right now. So because I'm there like that, I'm an everyday daddy. So if you're not able to, then that tells me that probably you are far removed from your daughter's upbringing. And now that things are happening, everybody is asking, "Where's the dad? If that's not her father, how come he don't come try to get his daughter? Where is he? Is he in the U.S.? Is he in Jamaica? You know, what kind of life does he live? Is he able to give her a better life and protect her more? We don't know. We don't know. We don't know.
Okay.
All right. Good question, though. I appreciate you. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. Yeah. We don't know. We don't know the father, how the thing set up and who he is and all that other stuff. I was told that he's a married man with a family of his own already, and she was a side chick and she breeds for him and whatever. We don't have no way of proving these things. I'm just saying what I heard, right? And I'm letting everybody know that I'm saying what I heard, and it's nothing factual from me because I can't prove it. So I don't want nobody go run where I say, yes, man, are true, because everything with SouFlo talk are truth, you know? And SouFlo do him research and him say, shit, me no know. I don't know. That's the talk that's out there. Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. SouFlo.
Good morning,
Long
family. How
time.
you doing?
Not too bad, not too bad.
All right, good.
This situation goes on all the time, but you know, some kids don't talk until something happens.
Mm-hmm.
When you see teenage get pregnant, those teenage it's happening within the home.
Yep.
Yes, because I had a resident. She was 13 when she get pregnant, and by her uncle.
Mm-hmm.
And they're grown people now, you know, and they never talk until when this child reach in her 20s, then the family knows who get her pregnant. Yes, these things happen. And you cannot trust everybody. That is why I don't want no man. I don't want no man in my house. With my grandchildren, I do not want those kind of things. I'm very vigilant in my home. So the mother should have suspected something because there was a case. Myself and this nurse used to work together, and she would work sometime a night shift.
Mm-hmm.
And she would tell us, oh, her husband buying these expensive sneakers for her daughter, and the daughter was 10 years old, going on to 11. So I turned to the other nurse and I said, you know what? I said, I bet and sure this man is troubling this child. He buying these sneakers, these expensive sneakers for not to talk.
To keep her quiet.
God was in the midst. She was home one evening, and he came in drunk and went into the child's bed. The first person to pick up the phone and call, it's me. I had to even go to court with the story because she told me these expensive sneakers, and he went to prison for 5 years.
And
this happened, and she told me that the same nurse told me that our father used to trouble her. He was in the military.
Mm-hmm.
So you see how these things. It's something, and they don't going on, and nobody never said anything. And she told me that your father used to trouble her when they go different places. They transform thing, and he's a military man, and he used to be troubling her all the time. And she said she never tell the mother nothing. Because she was afraid of the father. She'd never tell the mother anything, and the mother probably find out years later.
She just endured.
When the father passed away. Yes, these things happen.
Yep.
But this guy is young, and he need to get some prison time. If he was doing it, he need to get some prison time. You cannot trouble people's children. But Mr. SouFlo, no man come in my house. Or I'm married to them and they trouble my children because they would not be walking this earth anymore. I'll fix them.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
Me? They would not do it. They would not do it. So I don't know, so we lay down in the bed and get these men crawling around at night troubling the children, and they lay down there and some mothers know, Mr. SouFlo, I certain that the mother know what she was trying to cover up for him because she want to stay with him. I sure she know that story because she's a woman.
You know.
And you normally suspect. I'm very suspicious, you know. I'm very, very suspicious. I tell you.
But you have a right to be because these things happen, and we know too many. Stories of these things happening.
And if you're a mother, you must get some inclination that these things are happening.
Yeah.
That this happening because it's in the same household. You must see the way he's looking at her. He must look at her. I'm very observant. Very, very observant.
Something.
So I don't know. But the wife knows that he was troubling his child because the child talk now. That's why it break out and everybody know. She knows the child. She knows he was troubling his child. And the next thing I forgot to tell you, the same nurse girl, the child get pregnant and he took the child to do abortion.
Wow.
Trouble the child for years inside that house there and the mother thing.
The same child he was buying the sneakers for. The same child he was buying the expensive sneakers for.
Yes. And he took her to do abortion at some doctor that he know good and the doctor knows him.
Wow.
All that came out in the courtroom. Lord of mercy, it was one shameful story. It was so shame. It was an embarrassing situation. It was terrible.
Man, listen.
And then when he came out back now, the mother divorced him, and he came out back. The same mother who used to trouble her daughter, she remarried him.
What?
And invited me to the wedding. I never gone because I think that is crazy.
Wait. He went to prison. He went to prison, right? And,
yes.
And when he come out of prison, was she divorced him before he went to prison? When he come out of prison, she remarried him?
She divorced him when he went to prison, and when he came out of prison after that 5 years,
she remarried him.
She remarried the man. So she know that he was troubling his child. She wasn't talking still when
okay,
she pretending.
That's what I was gonna say. She knew all along.
She knows.
Yeah.
All along. She did, but they should have put her in prison too.
Yo, some mothers should have never been mothers.
No.
Yeah, just like how some fathers should have never been fathers, but
they're just children bearers.
Yeah, some mothers should have never been mothers because they know, and they let it slide.
Whether the child is not your child.
One man could have so really that you would let something like that slide.
Whether the child is not your child and you grow that child up, you have no right. Let me tell you, Mr. SouFlo, Indians do it, you know. Indian fathers do it all the time and say they mind them and it's their child and they're supposed to have the first sex with the child. Yes. There's a lot of men do it undercover. Nobody knows until they get caught. Women does it too. Sleeping with their own son. I know a woman sleep with her own son. Yeah, Mr. SouFlo, after I'm telling you, this world is crazy, and they need to put. The judge. They need to start giving them 30 years. If I'm a juror sitting on that case, I would stand up and ask the judge to give him 30 years in his behind.
Wow.
Any man trouble any children. They do it about the trouble boy children, the trouble girls. Fix them when they meet in front of you.
Listen, man.
They're too much. It's terrible.
Terrible.
You can, my father always said to my mother, not to take no man when we were small. If she break up, she must not take anybody. And my mother never take nobody until we grow older and know that and can do ourselves and think. And we never had that problem because we never grew up. My brother was our father.
Because your father know. Your father know.
My older brother, and even to know my brother still protective of us, and we are grown people. He come around and he don't want to see especially the little ones. Even you don't want to see no man around my house. My older brother.
Listen,
these men you cannot trust nobody.
Is a lot of you see that step parent role. Is a lot of predators put themselves in a step parent role. Predators are predators are people who, if you study a predator, and I've done this before. This is an educational purpose. Something they will always put themselves in a position where they are trusted most. That is why you have pastors, police, priests, these kind of people, school teachers, counselors, these kind of things. Step parent, right? These are the people who you trust the most. And then from there they have complete access to the child and they can do things. Yeah, that's a known thing that they do. Work themselves into that position.
But
so they'll have access. Why?
This happened it's only in this country they get in jail, But if it's in other country, Guyana, Jamaica, Barbados, Trinidad.
Nothing much happened.
You know, it have a saying that the small island men, they love to trouble people's children. But it happened in them other countries all over the world. It's happened.
Yeah.
All over the world.
Boy, it's sad.
Even the African men all. I know they have a lot of cases that are troubling the old children.
Yeah, well,
and stepchildren. Yes, I'm telling you.
Yeah, we ain't gonna spread it all over the world today. We're
all over the world. I'm telling you, they're doing it, and they're not getting trouble, so they decide to come to America to do it, and they would get trouble here. They're too much.
All right, caller. I appreciate you.
Okay, Mr. SouFlo. So regular thing going on.
All right, have a good one. Yes.
Same to you, Mr. SouFlo.
All right. Yeah. She said Indian fathers say it's them grow the child, so it's them first must reap the. Huh? Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
Morning, SouFlo.
Morning, family. How you doing?
I think you're talking about a subject I'm very familiar with.
Right. And I know your story.
So a big story about. Yeah.
Why?
This episode, this program is really hitting home.
Yeah, I'm super concerned about this 13-year-old that is at that is in the center of this thing.
That's how it started.
You know, I don't want to turn the morning into everybody else's thing, because the little girl we're involved in this thing right now, when we're really concerned about, and the adults who were supposed to be protecting her, who look like they're trying to minimize our story and then make it disappear, kind of thing.
Exactly.
And they're doing it in front of all of us.
They can't relate to the little girl.
That's where my concern is at. Yeah, that's where my concern is at. For this particular case and this particular child, we can't save everybody, but we can be an advocate one for them, one at a time, and make sure that, you know, things are set a certain way so this child ends up safe and is able to grow safe.
I just can't believe for the life of me how some mothers just when their child comes to them and tell them something, why is it that they don't believe their child?
Yeah. I don't understand that either.
This child didn't have the relationship with her mother where she felt safe enough to go to her mother and talk to her about.
Because mother-daughter, you know, we ask questions that we already have the answer to, you know. Because if I dive into your life, right, I probably would get the story where it was safe telling my mom everything, you know, or I didn't feel safe telling my dad. A lot of people go through that, where you don't feel safe, you don't have that kind of relationship. This is why we use this to educate people too today and be like, yo, make sure if you're raising children, you have that relationship with your children where they can come tell you stuff. Don't bully them. Don't make them feel like they can't talk to you about nothing, because then things will be happening behind the scenes that they can't come say nothing to you about if your character is a certain way towards these children. It's no surprise why she went out that house. She went out the house because she knew that her mom wouldn't handle it. And she knew that if she told her mom, it wouldn't go nowhere and it wouldn't get dealt with. It would not get dealt with.
It's not just the child telling an adult or the parent. You mean to tell me you're not that close with your children that you can sense and pick up when something is not right?
Happens a lot. Happens a lot. Happens a lot. There's a lot of parents out here who pretend to be good parents. They pretend to be good parents. Get on the camera, pretend that a life in the house is beautiful, pretend to be good people, pretend to be good parents. That camera gets shut off. Shut the fuck up. Sit your ass over there. Don't speak to me. Go somewhere. Like, pretend. Wow. Enough people are pretend. Life is about pretending now, I guess, more than anything. Why do you think I always say, listen, make sure that when you get off social media, that your life is actually as happy as you pretend to be on social media in real life, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, because everybody pretend to be, it's all good. Put your best pictures up. You show the best part of your house. You put your
Make
best
sure the
foot
good, the
forward
bad, and
and
the
all
ugly
the
about you.
celebrations. Yeah, and then, you know, behind the scenes,
Like
it's
Shakira
turmoil.
said, let's spill my own tea.
It's in turmoil behind the scenes, but you pretending up front like it's all good. You know, everybody does that. These kids aren't. Listen, that child right there, what we're talking about, she's not no dummy. I keep saying it. She knows everything that's going on around her, everything. So for the fact that people keep on acting like this is a 4-year-old that might be messing up her words or might have had a dream and can't tell dream from reality, and maybe she's talking about something she dreamt, but
She doesn't have any mental disability or nothing. She's in
no
her right mind.
communication issues, no nothing. So to invalidate her story, talk about who he without sin cast the first stone, and big up yourself, brother, and God got your back, and everything will be all right, and innocent till proven guilty. And listen,
Now go
them
back in
sick.
my chat.
All right, my friend.
Later.
Them sick. Them raw sick. You know what? I'll take one more phone call upon this topic here, and then I'm going to move on to other topics because it's after 10 already. And I actually want to go into my other topics this morning as well. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Morning, SouFLo.
Good morning, family. How you doing?
Long time listener, long time subscriber.
Big up yourself. I appreciate you greatly.
Thank you. I actually had to pull over for this. Okay, because I'm a nurse. I do home calls. Okay, and when I said this topic, when I see the headline where it said his supporters are sick, I couldn't agree more. When I look under the comments, I used to watch them years ago, but I stopped watching them because I realized it's just pure vanity. Like, you know, car this, house that, Louis bag this, Gucci bag that. So, like, you know, we're in a country where whether you live in America or Jamaica or anywhere, from your work card, you could buy what you want. You understand?
Right.
So when I realized there's a lot of like, oh, we're moving to this house, moving to that house all this time, they make people feel like they're buying all these houses. I believe the house that they're in now is the house that they actually purchased. All this time when they're moving from house to house, they're giving their viewers the impression said they buy. So it's all a hype. It's all a facade. And what hurt me with the situation is that I see everybody in the comments, oh, let's keep the family together, pray for the family. Let's hope that they stay together. Hope that they stay together.
Hope that they stay.
That
one. Hope that they stay together. Hope that they stay together. Me want somebody to be real honest and be like, get that dirty man there as far away from the little girl as possible. They're over there talking about hope that they stay together. Like them and look friend from somebody.
Oh God. When I say it burned me, thankfully I never experienced nothing like that. I feel bad for those who have experienced that growing up as a child. I grew up with both of my parents. They actually divorced when I'm a big grown woman having my own kids and stuff. So they were together all my life, you understand?
Yeah.
But never. And my father was a stepfather to my older siblings. And they loved my father like they loved their father because their father is still in their life as well. But we are big grown adults, you understand?
That's what's up.
And let me tell you how serious my mother is. My mother said she used to put my sister and brother aside and say, you ever trouble you guys when I'm at work? You ever do not? She said she questioned them religiously. And they said, no,
yes,
mommy, everything good.
Yes, and you have to do that as a parent too.
Even after they were together for 20 years, and my mother said, listen, yeah, he a good husband to me and he a good father to you. But she said, I always question them.
Regardless,
because she said, any day.
And him never offended.
Never offended.
Because him know him wasn't doing nothing and nothing can go so. Yeah, that too. You talk some good stuff, you know, cause hear what? Some people in them relationship, you know, when the spouse go to the other spouse or to the children and say, anybody touch you or anything, okay, I left you here with your dad. Did your daddy touch you inappropriately in any way? Remember, I told you about inappropriate touch plus. No, mommy, everything is okay. We're good.
Right.
Him big offended. Like those are the people you watch.
It's like why you're saying you should be happy you're having these thoughts.
Right. Exactly. Those are
because
the people
you
watch.
To be aware.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
But trust me, it hurt my heart. You know what really hurt me? To know say like she find the courage.
Yes.
She find the courage to tell somebody.
You can imagine how she fight with that.
But you know what bun me now? I hear that they're back in the house.
You can imagine who back in the house?
I heard all the kids are back in the house.
Yeah, but back in the house with who?
With the mom. With the mom.
Because he's not back in the house.
You know, well, hey.
I don't even know. I don't even know if all the kids are back in the house. I don't even know if he's back in the house, but I know he can't go to the house because the judge said he can't go there.
Right. Because that's a court order based on what we're seeing, right?
Right.
But what made me feel like scared for this little girl is that to how they're trying to blow everything over. And let me tell you something. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not following them up. I'm kind of following them up through you. Because it's like I refuse to get them a view. I'm not supporting that stuff. You understand? I'm not telling nobody to unsubscribe to them, but I'm not supporting them at all. So I kind of see what's going on through listening to you.
Yeah.
And by hearing what you've been saying from the other day, they're posting up videos and just, kind of nonchalant and just carrying on as like, business as usual.
Right.
It made me feel like, yeah, okay, you don't want to go into no details, but to me as a mom, because I have 3 daughters I give birth to, right? If I was to find myself in a situation like this, at least to the bare minimum, even if social media is my source of income, I'm going to say, listen, you guys, this is what's going on. You guys see the news reports, you guys see police report. This is what's going on. I can't really say much about it, but I just want you guys to know I'm in as much shock as you guys are.
That part.
I'm in as much shock as you guys. So make your viewers know, say like, yo, you don't uphold to this foolishness.
Right.
Just carrying on like, oh, I have things I need to continue with. I have contracts. Yeah, we understand that, but at least to see you listen, everything's being under investigation right now. But I just want you guys to know I'm in as much shock as you guys are, and I'm sticking with my daughter until things are proven differently.
That part. And I'm honestly surprised she hasn't done that yet. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much for your time. I don't want to keep up the line.
Thank you, family.
Big up yourself.
Big up. Have a good one.
Bye.
That part. And I mean, if she just did that, it would speak volumes. But them videos keep dropping. They dropping synchronized. We're seeing her in his the perception that everything is okay and nothing are really wrong. I'm wondering what the hell that little girl going through, because she's seeing all this. This is her reality. She has seen all this. She like, damn, they still dropping video together on his channel. She the film channel, so she not mad, because if mommy was mad, she would have called and tell him take it down. That's the first thing Shakira said. Mr. Bill, if that didn't happen between me and you, before me could have done talk, she was like, first of all, you're not put up no video with me tonight. Me in none of your video, them don't put up nothing with me tonight. We don't have no communication like that. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yo, that's how it's supposed to be. Not being silent and co-signing. Because silence sometimes, is that consent. Silence is that consent sometimes. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning. Not being silent and co-signing. Silence. Yeah. That. Can you turn down? Can you turn down what it is you're viewing us on?
Yes, I did.
Okay. You have a super loud echo.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. If you take us off speaker, that would be good too.
Got it. SouFLo.
Yes, ma'am.
How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
You know what? You're on it. You're on it. You are like, I have to call in this morning because you're addressing so many gray areas that I've been questioning regarding to this situation, right?
Right.
First of all, the voyeurism with the cameras being in the room. Why?
And not being able to
That,
hold footage just there for viewing.
Exactly. Who gets a camera, a baby cam monitor that does not hold footage? Okay, but anyway.
Right.
Let's move on from that. My biggest concern is this. I hope to God that Chrissy sticks by her daughter.
She ain't doing it now.
Because I'm letting you know that
she not doing it
I'm
now.
letting you know.
She not doing it now.
You know what? If you listen to her videos, it seems like she is indirectly saying certain things because when she was speaking about the little girl starting a lip gloss line, she said that she spoke with her and the young lady wanted to continue on with doing the lip gloss line. And Chrissy herself stated that she asked her, with everything that's going on, is it okay for, us to go on with that? And she said her daughter agreed that it was okay. So that tells me that.
That tells you what?
That basically they are they're aware that something is up. That maybe she is talking to her daughter about what has transpired.
That not telling me nothing. That not telling me a damn thing. No, not telling me a damn thing. I'm not trying to pretty up nothing for nobody. Because I don't want nobody friendship. So I'm not trying to be anybody's friend. That not telling me nothing. Only thing that is telling me is you about your business. And that's it. That's not telling me you're looking out for your daughter. That's not telling me you're shielding the public from making up the perception that your daughter was lying. That's not telling me that you're trying to lighten the blow on your daughter. This blowback from the public is basically saying that young lady, that little girl, is a liar. She lied on the man.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you as mommy, you need to fly in with your superwoman cape on right now and put her best interests at heart and come in with sword swinging, speaking. You're not doing nothing. So no, I don't think she's defending her daughter or standing by her right now.
Okay, so listen, the reason why I brought that up is to let you see that, remember, with gaslighting, it's easy to manipulate a 13-year-old and gaslight them. Yeah. She probably doesn't even know what gaslighting is.
Yeah.
Then therefore, here's the reward to the cookie. If you do this, then therefore, this is what you get for doing it. You understand, with the sweetening part. So then therefore, remember, she also brought up, she wants to go to college to be a doctor. And we're thinking about, long term. So then therefore, if you keep this intact, these are the benefits that you're going to reap from it. Man, tell you, listen, let me tell you something. You see the situation? Chrissy, better be very careful. I can understand that you need to pay your bills and etc. But in the meantime, how is she prepared to lose the love of her child? Is she prepared to face the wrath of a child that was basically harmed and the parents failed them?
You know what?
So, right now.
No, while you're on the phone, let me put this out there for everybody. Baby cams, cause everybody I talk like say baby cams come standard, not being able to keep footage. That's a lie. Baby cams, baby, it's not standard that a baby cam don't keep footage. That is a lie. I hit me there, I research and I look up. All right, on the tech side. So all these little lies that are being neatly put in place to change the narrative of what's going on is fucking sickening. Cause everybody walking away thinking, so baby, what I mean, probably my look out for your family, but baby cam, I just saw the baby cam stay.
Listen, my child is 26. and I had baby cam. They were recording way back when.
All right. All right. The average baby cam keeps up to 2 months of footage before you can dump it and clear up the space to keep recording. Baby cam don't keep footage when you set them to not keep footage. Yeah.
And another thing I want your viewers to also understand, and the naysayers to understand, he also plays himself time and place. He corroborated the fact that at some point she was on the floor.
Yes, because the little girl tell the police, and that's why they arrested his ass. That's what I'm telling you. Yes. Yes. So he didn't deny that he did it. He just said it had something else happened.
On the floor.
Right.
He said he found on the floor. He could have, yeah.
Yeah. That's why his Ross got arrested. Because you weren't skilled enough at lying. You got caught off guard.
Thank you.
Didn't have enough time to plan it.
American education system.
Yeah.
And thank you that the child's father safe place.
And thank you to the American justice system, because if this was in Jamaica, his ass would have been just fine. Somebody would have tell her, stop saying them something about your stepfather, man. A dream, you did a dream. And it's gone. Your police bringing them come, them now arrest you.
SouFlo.
Yes, my friend.
This young lady has been in the media. We're talking about the victim, right? They're a media family. And you tell me, said this picnic does not know the backlash that she would have gotten if she reported it?
She certainly knows. That's how badly she wanted. That's what I'm trying to say to everybody. That's
it would have gotten worse. Listen, I don't know if she was covering up, but things, remember, she did specific time. He did it this day. He did it 2 years ago, a year ago. She did specific concrete time.
Couple weeks ago.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
That story can't change.
Can't change.
And I want you guys to know that she does have automatically, she has a public advocate. She has a child lawyer. So no matter how much they could try to change her story, believe me, they already are talking to her.
We're going to see. All right, family. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Yeah. No problem.
Bye-bye. Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, family. How you doing?
Me listened to your show and I was like, let me just call Ref and give my 2 cents. I'm going full Yankee mode because I can't hold that Jamaican too long.
You always say that. Don't do it. Do it.
No, I'm sorry. I'm always calling to make you laugh. But no, for real, on a serious note, I watched, first time I watched them, I'm not a big fan of Christy and whoever they are. I watched their channel one time and I saw a video and it was so cringy when he literally got up in the morning and just went straight in their room while they were sleeping, waking them up. And I was like, why did mom didn't take the camera and go record that? So the little girls, they look so uncomfortable all the time. So I kind of just clicked off. But, overall, I feel like with Christy, the girl, the mother, it's all about money. She lived a very lavish lifestyle.
Okay.
And no matter what that kid say, she ain't gonna let nobody mess that up. That's just how I see it. You know what I'm saying? So it's really sad, but honestly, it's all about money, basically.
You know what's crazy to me though? Maybe I hear a lot of people say lavish lifestyle, and when I look at it, it's like normal lifestyle.
Well, that's what they portray. That's what she portrayed social media.
That's normal lifestyle. Like majority of us that are living here that work hard and have gotten somewhere live just like that. So lavish lifestyle is because you can buy a bag that's a name brand bag, or buy I don't understand what the lavish is. I don't see private jets jetting off, and you know the vehicle is not Bentley. You know, it's 330,000 and stuff starting price for those. You know, it's regular BMW and a house in a gated community, and it's regular lifestyle. You're sacrificing. You willing to sacrifice your child for that? I mean, I don't know. I'm thinking like some people. I don't know our background, but I actually said this to wifey. I said, you know, some people who come from like nowhere, come from hard life. When them get a little bit, it's like a lot, and you know they will probably try to sacrifice everything to save what they get now because they never want to go back to where they were before.
Exactly.
So I don't know if that's what's going on in this case or what.
I hope everything works out, you know, in the little girl's best favor. But what's happening to her, man, it's so sad. You know, I've seen it happen in my family, and it's never going to end, especially in the West Indian culture. You know, it's just sad. But, you know, I'm.
Kaz not easy. Kaz not easy. No, Kaz says she poor like me and you.
So blood clean.
All right. All right.
Bye.
Taranted. Like, yo. Listen, man, I ain't putting nothing over my children. I don't give a damn about no friggin' lifestyle, lavish what. Exactly, babe. Wife said we'll be poor together. Cause yeah. Rotted. Night TV said Gucci and Louis Vuitton, their products came out of third world countries making this stuff for $20 or less. And they ship it to the stores and they put the price up. Yeah, $3,500 for 15 shit. They less than $20 to make the product, and they sell it to you for 2,000. That kind of stuff. But I don't know, everybody's different idea of lavish, I guess. You know, sometimes I look for my wife and I'm like, are we really there or we're not there? Cause you know when you work hard and you come from humble beginnings, right? And you stack it slowly, but then you reach there. Babe, when we hug up lay down and I tell about, remember when time we did that on a day before yesterday? Yeah, we lay down just reminiscing like, remember when we did that on the one sheet and because you know, me and her started all over like from scratch. So it was like, remember when we did that on the one sheet, lay down and you know, you stuff right on the one sheet and we didn't have one air bed, but we used to pump up the bed and all these things. And then, you know, you work hard, you advance yourself, and then you reach where you see so much around you now and such great comfort and stuff that some people don't have really. And you're like, are we there? Did we reach there or something? But you know what? The bills them still look the same to me. Matter of fact, the bills them look bigger now. The bills them look bigger now. So I can't do no. Or maybe I'm the kind of person who just never sees myself as that. I don't know. I never see myself as that. Uh you don't miss a chance. Lulu said, no, me not miss a chance. I'll on the floor. Any which one we can get little. We take it. Caswell says, SouFlo, me and you not there. We will not have to work for a living. Not there. Not there. Not there. We have to work day and night. So I guess I can't relate. I don't know. But what some people are called lavish lifestyle and the stuff they're doing to maintain that lifestyle is regular lifestyle actually. Cause you know the little look when me looking a regular thing, a regular lifestyle that's how people living normally and still battling these bills and going day to day. You know, Naya TV very regular. Yeah. Yeah, right now we are cruise little bit. Yeah. Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
Hey, Flo, good morning.
Good morning, my brother. What going?
I'm there.
Talk to you now.
So, I'm calling to ask something. Do you think anyone that facing crime or whatever deserves the right to get a proper, however they pay for that?
Your phone a break up bad and I can't hear what you say. Talk to me. Fix the phone and talk to me.
Yeah, so are you hearing me now?
No.
All right.
You sound like me now. Yeah,
Can you hear me now?
Yes, loud and clear.
Okay. So what I was referring to is that a lady called earlier. I see, 10 minutes after you tried to address the situation, but you were distracted and you didn't fully. When she said that if CMR tried to make a post, anything with any of his sponsors,
right,
she have 70,000 strong.
She have 40,000 strong. Right.
But I'm saying that, I mean, anything a person does, they deserve the consequence. But we're talking about a Jamaican, and we have seen many things happen in Jamaica. And when I hear them say, all right, we're fully police carry them off our road, we do this crime, or the police, or somebody that we're big of prominence, they're not fighting their income. So I'm just saying is that whatever he got himself in, he deserves whatever is coming to him.
Mm-hmm.
But for you to go out, for you try to make a money to get because he's using a public defender.
Right.
So whatever he does, because he's still feeding his kids. I just feel say you're not, it didn't affect you. The person didn't do the crime against you. Why would you gather 40,000 persons and go off of the person's income?
The person said, she said any brand that supports him, they will go after the brand.
Okay, I understand.
Right. Because, and that's actually how it works in the US. Now, I've said this before, right? I don't feel like I don't want to be the kind of person, because this again a double-edged sword. I don't, because let's be honest and true, if me coming like the virgin with Carlene and he's completely unfiltered, I could be like, I don't give a freak about nothing. Cut off everything from him. Any boy when molest picnic, them not forget nothing, them don't deserve nothing. Me no business about no income, no nothing. Punish that. Okay. That's on that side. On the other side, how brands think is like this, or how people think is like this. Say Kellogg's cornflakes. The people them can easily call Kellogg's and say, hey, you have a guy that's named is Chucky D, and Chucky D is a known child molester, and we no longer buy your cereals or anything. They will pull that sponsorship so fast. They will pull that sponsorship so fast. Pepsi. And you call Pepsi and say, hey, you can look his channel up. He's blah, blah, blah. You have a sponsorship with him, and he is a known sex of sponsorship gone like immediately. No brand wants to be associated with anything that's like this. None. So it's just a matter of, it's not even a matter of them telling the brand. It's a matter of when the brand find out. Because when the brands have people that look, and the brands look themselves, they don't just fling out deals and associate with just anybody. If that's the case, everybody would have these deals.
Okay, because so the main reason why I call it is because many times whatever people say on your platform, they hold you accountable, although you're not accountable.
Right.
And sometimes people will watch it and find it distasteful. He's trying to promote, canceling this person from making any money, which I know that's not your intention. So
yeah, that's not my intention. I don't business about them money or what they're making. I don't like to. You brought up something that's real, and I said this. Believe it was last week or so, but I did say, regardless of what happens, right? He's still going to have to say their relationship just break completely, and he goes his separate way, and she still have to raise her children. He'll still be held liable and accountable for child support. So I'm still have to go find a way to earn enough money to meet at least the state's minimum deadline, minimum amount for how much child support he is going to be paying into that situation. So either way, him still have to go have. He still will have children that he will have to be financially liable for, whether in a court of law or according to the law of the state of Florida. Because he has to them live. So with that said, do I want to see the man not be able to earn completely, I mean, who suffers in the long run there? The children, because they won't have that financial support there for them.
Yeah, man.
You know?
Yeah, man. As I said, that's what I call because I know.
But me not gonna excuse him for the deed that the 13-year-old made a complaint about. But we have to look at that side too.
No, I do, and neither do I. But as I said, in the long run, the comfort of the kids based on parent income. But whatever you get caught up with or whatever you have to deal with, that's your, that's your consequence, and you have to just face whatever it's dealing with.
Right.
But there's many different ways you approach it, and we see sometimes where it's the same income you have to use to take care of your family while you have to take care of your problems also. Well, all right then. Big up yourself, my boy.
Manners and respect, my brother.
All right.
Yeah. Listen, we're not trying. I'm not trying to destroy. You know what? People do this shit all the time. I'm sorry to be saying shit and all that, but I'm a bit in. People do this all the time. They do something that has dire consequences and then start act like the consequences shouldn't reach them. One of the consequences, right, of molesting any of your damn children is that the law is going to come for you if it's found out. The next consequence is that if you are a social media personality or personality, public figure, or any kind of something like that, more than likely you're going to lose your dealings, your brands, your business angles, everything like that. You know that what you're doing, these are the backlashes to them. So the fact that we have to try to save the brother upon that the end, because we are think about the children, them, and if he's not able to support them, their level of lifestyle is going to decrease, and cause them are going to end up in a one income house with, and then we over here still trying to make sure that what is wrong is looked at as wrong and punished for being wrong, and unless we I do the complicated work like that. Sometimes I say frig that, that's something. Mama might have to go take up two job or something like that. I don't know. But at some point it gets to where like what you did was wrong, bro. What you did was wrong, or what you're accused of is wrong. However, come after it, deal with it. Not true, babe? Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning, Shafa. How are you?
I'm good, family. How you doing?
Yeah, the state have to get the kids. By the way,
come again?
The state has to get the kids. They will be safe.
Okay, you're saying that the state have to take their kids because the kids wouldn't be safe?
It wouldn't be safe.
Yeah,
I
don't think we're that far in yet, but we'll see. The state is investigating currently, and whatever they find will determine what happens next.
Yeah. Jamaica.
I don't think I've never seen a case where nobody else in the house knew about something like this, and the state just removes everybody from the house permanently. It doesn't work like that.
Okay.
It doesn't work like that. I'm
worried that she will send the oldest one to Jamaica.
You're worried if she sends the oldest one to Jamaica?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. There's there's that possibility. I mean, we know that she wasn't born here.
Yep.
But I'm guessing that she is a U.S. citizen by now. You know, and given what's transpiring in this case, interesting angle that you just. Given what's transpiring in this case, I don't think she could send them anywhere until this is all resolved. So let's start there. Yeah. I don't think she could send them anywhere until this is all resolved. I don't think he could go anywhere until this is all resolved. He can't just jump on a plane and just leave. He's out on bail, pending an investigation, and then back to court again. I don't think she could just send this little girl off to Jamaica and say it's over with. They won't allow that. They won't allow that.
Because if he did it, there wouldn't be no YouTube for him no more. If you are sex offending, you can't be on the internet no more.
I guess.
Yeah.
I guess. All right. Interesting angle. All right. I appreciate that.
Okay, Benson.
All right. All right, family. Thank you.
Bye.
All right. What you sow is what you reap. Says absolutely. Says Sonia Brooks. That is life. I keep telling people stop sow rotten orange seed and think say sorry I go reap. A lot of people living delusional on earth as hell. Everything you doing, man, is coming to light. I don't give a damn what it is you doing. Eventually, it's coming to light. The question is, are you willing to pay the consequences for the shite that you've been doing? Everybody think they're not gonna get caught, and then when them get catch, yeah, one bag of excuse. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
SouFLo.
Yeah, fam, what go on?
Manners and respect in our morning, and I drive up on the work in our morning.
My brother.
Now, go and touch upon it, income and cushion business. Cushion income business. See? Now, you see, what we have problem with, which a lot of people have a problem with that too. They put out one video where say CMR speaks out and speaks a whole bunch of nothing but nothing what's really going on.
Right.
No, in my opinion, boy, you're playing on my face right now. You're playing right now. No, we say this to say that no, brother, when you are one teacher, see, and you then see your name called and pick the issues, you can't teach again.
Right.
Until that resolved.
Until that is resolved.
Until that is resolved.
Yes.
So, me don't have a problem with the people that want to reach out to anybody who that sponsor them and say, oh, you know, sponsor one rape a bull, what a rape a picnic, and what a molest picnic. That come with the territory. You feel know that, so that you put out and that you will get. Deal with it. Deal with it. Yo, let me tell you something, man. I get arrested one time. My wife called police for me. I get arrested. See?
Wife called police for you?
Wife called police for me.
How you know?
That's another story.
Ross.
But all of that resolved. And I not even have to reach to this, but there was other things behind all of that. That's why I said that's another story.
See.
We just talk about the police come and the police say, boy, based on what you said, we have to carry it down.
See.
All right, cool. All right. I lose my CNA license. I have Uber. Can't drive Uber.
Rotten.
See? And all of that done well with now and deal with. See? Because never really come out like more than me have to spend money to show say it was really nothing.
Right.
You understand what I say? Now, for that the period of time, the one me have to spend money and a fight for me a fight, I can't go work as no CNN. I couldn't go drive no Uber. I have to figure it out. You understand?
Right.
So, if we have to figure it out, if the sponsorship stop coming, and all of them something they stop coming, figure it out like the rest of us. Who not done, they paint one picture, say all of we over there, they live lavish because we drive one BMW and we live in a nice house. It's lavish living, quote unquote. If I that a lavish living, 90% America live lavish.
Then know that me I say?
You understand what me I say? So, listen, my man, that come with the territory, you deal with it. You understand? And that me have to say about that. Me no business. Hit him where he hurt. Because if he have your money and then sit there and feel like say, because you never know. You know what thing do this thing tough.
That too, you know.
Another thing what me have made to look for the girl them want to keep one them look like a picnic.
You know the first song I said that or the second one I said that.
Yo, now pray this thing as deep in the youth.
Yeah, you know the first or second.
I wanna call and say report the channel. I'm in a response. Me no response. Report that. Because if you're not reporting, you're supporting. So we see it. If you're not reporting, you're supporting.
I put that on a t-shirt, bro. If you're not report it, you support it.
I remember to put the 5 up and the 5 below. So I go up on the road.
Manners. Yo. I saw. If you're not report it, you support it. Oh boy. You know, I see somebody just said that they're in protective custody, or they're in the state's care. I'm telling you, the level of confusion that's coming from these videos that are being put out. People are saying, "Oh, we didn't see the older one on the screen, but it sounded like she was in the back. She just wasn't on screen." And then others are saying, "No, that's a new video. No, that's an old video." You don't know. So everybody know this confusion that is up for people who are now paying attention. We don't really know. We don't really know. When you say Sonia Brooks, him like them young. Liking them young is all good. Once you start at 18, it's legal. Even if some people don't like it, it's legal. But when a stepdaughter and they're in your house and they're 13, then it's not okay in any way. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning, SouFLo. I'm back.
All family, talk to her now.
To bring clarity about the kids and where they are. They were temporarily removed
from the house and placed in state custody. It said that they were moved. It said that they were placed with family friends, though, or something like that.
Right, but that was on a temporary basis.
Right.
While they conduct interview with the mom.
Right.
And find out if the kids were going to be okay with her.
Right.
The kids are back home with mom.
Okay.
Simply because mom did a live over the weekend. It was about an hour long, where she made porridge for them and whatever. And that was a live, so that's not a pre-recorded nothing.
Right.
So the kids are in the home with her.
Including the older one?
Including the older one. She made sure to pan the camera so we could see the older one.
So I know that you watch them and follow them, so the info coming from you is valid. I'm going to ask you a question, right? Did you notice if you saw like ring on her finger still, or did she hint anything towards?
Ring. She took her wedding ring off, but she, on the live, she had one of those fashion rings on.
Okay.
Like a little band, but it's not her normal wedding band.
Did she hint to anything about where the relationship is going?
No.
Missing her husband, wanting him home?
No.
Nothing.
She was very regal and normal, and that, terrifies me in some way, because how she's just processing this thing on camera. I mean, you can't act this well unless you're planning on, do away with the story.
Right. Right.
And what I said prior about, I'm putting her on pause because I don't want to affect the normal life of the kids right now. Eventually, if she is culpable, damn right. But for right now, I'm on pause. And I'm just watching because I don't want to hurt the money for the kids, not her.
Right.
It's the kids I'm worried about. I could give two craps about her because she is so silent.
Right.
But I'm still praying for her because she's the custodial parent of the kids.
Right.
But the kids are back home. What I said about state custody is the fact that the state is involved now.
Right.
So the kids are in the system. If there's a phone call from within the house, 911, it don't involve the kids, they are still coming.
Yep, a school report, anything.
It could be, right. It could be
the neighbors call, anything. Yeah.
They would literally have to move out of state.
Right.
It's a lifetime stigma on them right now when it comes to Florida system.
And you know that this is where, so people who don't live here don't know, especially those in another country. But now this is where the agents pop up unannounced, any time they feel like it.
And I can call anonymously and say, yo, I seen dudes by the house.
Right. They'll be there in a jiffy.
And that can trigger a visit.
Right.
I'm telling you, there's a lot we can do.
Yes.
But I'm choosing not to do it because I'm giving grace for the kids. But that boy, make him put up one brand video.
Cause I seen him act more distressed when she caught him cheating. Like she was more stressed out when she caught him cheating than she is now that he has these types of accusations on him.
The behavior of him is it's a psychopathical behavior. There's no way a normal person can just move on with allegations like this. As if it's nothing.
As if it's nothing.
This is very damaging. You touching on your stepdaughter with a minor. And this is by her account and the court. Nobody's accusing you outside of the household. Like, come on, man. I'm sick of this shit.
Yo, like if my name was calling something like that, yo, I'm telling you, man.
I'm squealing, I'm talking, and if I'm the wife, I'm like, yo, folks.
Yeah.
Listen, crucify me for being blind. But say something.
Right.
I don't want to hear about the advice of lawyers or the advice from I don't want to hear that. You better grab that the money now. Because like you said, sooner or later, it's gonna trickle down.
Yes, it is. Watch and see.
So you better grab for them right now.
Watch and see. It is.
It is. Listen, the brands are not aware.
Not yet.
I'm telling you, even with her.
Yeah, not yet.
It's damaging to her if she's not separating herself from him.
Right.
And it seems like they are still in cahoots without saying they are in cahoots. You're dropping video an hour or 2 hours behind each other. He's constantly talking about her. He's so nonchalantly talking about, oh, look what my wedding band did to my finger. You think this year that make me go a road without my ring? Like, bro, you're not even in the house. You're not even in the house. Why are you here? Like, you already know what the play is gonna be.
You haven't heard any, man, I miss my family, I miss my home, I want to be, it's talking like everything is normal, and he just went down the street. Yeah, I just took a lunch break, went down the street and did this vlog real quick. I'll be back home in a minute.
It's just a mustache, y'all. We'll be back together soon. How do you pivot from this?
Ain't no pivot from this. There's no pivot from this. It's going to be interesting to see what happens come future weeks and months.
I'm so curious. Yes, I'm so curious. And the dynamics of the kids is already changing. I see it from the vlog that Chrissy posted.
What do you mean by that?
Meaning the other kids, the bio kids, are being a little standoffish to Jen.
Oh, God.
There was some little eyes, maybe I'm reading too much, but I saw what I saw.
You're not reading too much, you're observing. You're being observant and you're seeing and you're saying what you saw. A lot of people like to try to fight people down when somebody say, I sense this, or I saw this, or I'm interpreting this that way. It's like, that's not what you saw. Stop reading into stuff too much. There ain't no such thing as reading into nothing too much. Yeah. You saw what you saw. Not everybody pick up stuff, and some people pick up more than others. So if that's what you saw, that's what you saw. But I said I don't know if you heard me earlier. I said that earlier. That's one of the things that could happen though. Because listen, normally, naturally, the kids are gonna be like, where my daddy at? Like, mommy, where's my dad? I'm used to seeing my dad in the house every day. Where is my dad? Okay, take it from right there. Where does that conversation go after that? We're seeing him on videos. That place that he's at right now, it looks like the place that's down there. They're not that small. They know what the place look like. That look like the gym that's down there. That look like he's at his school right there. We know where his school is at. He's at the library. We know where that's at. So how come he's not coming to the house, Mom? Where's Daddy at? They're gonna have to have that conversation. What, he's outside floating around in the air, he'll land soon. And then once that conversation starts, it's gonna get difficult.
It is.
Yeah.
It's just, I'm so sad for Janine.
Man.
It's a strange, it's a hurtful place to be in. And if she's alone without support, from within the house, meaning her siblings and her mom, they're not shunning her.
Yes, and
you know,
I hope that's not going on. Yes, I hope that's not going on.
Because remember, she's just the odd one out. Everybody else is connected to him.
Yeah, everybody else that's their mommy and daddy.
Right.
Yeah, she just half in the picture, kind of, if you put it that way.
Yeah, with only 5 more years to go, and who knows? Maybe I'll reconnect with him if it's just like for me, as a woman, I'm trying to picture being intimate again with my husband after an accusation like this.
I can't even be intimate with my wife after doing this show. Like, I need a break. Yeah, I honestly cannot. My wife in here right now, and I'm thinking, yo, she have on one black dress, I'm well on a jacket. After doing this, I'm like, yeah, maybe I'll leave that for later, because I can't switch over just like that. Yeah.
He was still being sexual on his live the other day. The video that he talked when he was at college. He was still being a sexual being, as if he had no control over himself.
Weird vibes.
Very weird. For
Weird
someone
vibes.
that is on open investigation for messing with your stepchild.
Rosalie said she believes that Chris is still talking to him off air. Makes sense.
Honey.
That's probably why he speaks like that about her in his vlogs.
Yes.
Yeah. If Chrissy did that here right now, the car would have washed already, because Chrissy love wash the car, them, you know, and keep the vehicle and clean and stuff. And you know what you said about the wedding ring, and if Chrissy would have, you think Chrissy would have let me come outside. Man.
This man is a psychopath. I'm sorry.
Oh God.
If the both of them, if he's operating by himself without her, if she comes out and be like, yo, I'm not communicating with him.
Right.
I haven't had any contact with him.
Right.
This man is Delulu. Now we're really in for something.
Right. Right.
It really would, look here now, it really would give a more broad view as to why he's still military connected. You and I know that you have to be something to be military connected like that.
Right.
His benefits is almost at 100.
Right.
So why is that?
Yeah,
and
but
as far as I know, he was reserved. So you didn't do any combat.
right.
So where did you get hurt from? So you're not physically hurt. You mentally hurt.
But touching, but that mentally hurt from military service, it don't equal touching on people's friggin' babies though.
No,
So
exactly.
yeah, so I'm interested to know the dynamics right there, because no.
This guy, I want the layers to be peeled back.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I'm telling you, in weeks and months to come, it's going to get very, very interesting. Watch. Keep following.
And I
Watch.
can't wait. And I'm telling you, that young lady still attaching herself to this. She's a doggone fool. So you just blew your whole world up for a bum.
Why?
That's it. That's all.
All right, my sister. I appreciate you. Listen. Let me summarize all this so we can move on to the next topic. I'll put it like this. I have my stories laid out this morning. This is, first I did this. Then I think I made up stuff. These are all the stuff we're supposed to talk about this morning. Each one have a line through it. So these are different topics and talking points for each topic to match. When somebody sent me that video this morning and said, SouFlo and post the next one, and I looked through my thing and I saw that other people sent it last night, but I must have been asleep. I didn't see it. I said, let me watch it quick before we start the morning thoughts. And the little I watched and went to the comment section, I ended up writing this. This is on the back of what I had planned to talk about this morning. See that? No lie. Because I was like, it was so pressing to me that I'm like, I can't even do my morning thoughts just regular. And then I'm like, I don't want to chat about them. I don't want to chat about them. I don't want to chat about. Feel like I have to. Feel like I have to. I'm going to read it one more time for you. Then we're going to go into a different topic. We don't want to talk about it no more for this morning. We'll catch up more on it later. It says, many Jamaicans are easily tricked and misled and manipulated as it pertains to molestation and our children. Many Jamaicans prefer to side with the accused than with the accuser. They give the benefit of the doubt to the accused and they ridicule the accuser. Imagine a 13-year-old girl went to her school, guidance counselor for help, and then to the police with her story of how her mother's husband physically lifted her out of her bed while she was sleeping next to her younger sibling, laid her on the floor, pulled down her pants. Imagine that 13-year-old girl told the school counselor and the police that her mother's husband rubbed her shoulders and her breasts before doing this. Imagine that 13-year-old also told the counselor and the police that this is not the first time that he did that to her. Imagine he is questioned, arrested, charged by the law, and these same Jamaican people continue to support him and respond by saying, he who is without sin cast the first stone. Innocent until proven guilty. Stay strong, bro. We support you. Wow. Just wow. These people have made it clear that they all believe that the 13-year-old girl is lying. These people prefer to give the benefit of the doubt to the alleged molester, hoping he did not do it, instead of giving the benefit of the doubt to the child that maybe, just maybe, she is telling the truth. This is exactly the reason why many molesters are able to go undetected and repeat their deeds on other victims, while all the victims feel bullied into silence and become too scared to speak. No safe space for victims. That's how I feel about this whole thing here. And I think that's it in a nutshell. We can move along to the other things them now that we've been trying to talk about all morning. Let's go into let's lighten the mood for a minute. Let's talk about 83-year-old, not 83-year-old. Let's talk about 83%. There's a study that was done. I will give you the source. There's a study that was done over a lengthy period of time that found that 83% of black men who earn at least $100,000 annually are actually married to black women. 83%. I figured I would do this one because the narrative that's out there concerning black men who get money. And it's like, you know, a lot of sisters will be like, yeah, they be all up under black women and everything. And then soon as they start getting some money, they run to run and go marry a white woman, or they run and go marry somebody who is not of their race or something like that. So I found the finding of this study very interesting. The more interesting part of the study that I found, though, I have it right here in front of me, the graph board laid out and everything. Um, this is the Black Americans married to Black Americans. The interesting part was that the study also showed that Black women actually outmarry. They call it outmarrying, marrying outside of your race, cultural norms. The Black woman actually, as she earns more money, she marries more outside of her race than the Black man does. So if you look at the graph will show you if she is earning 10 to 20,000 a year, majority of those Black women are married to Black men. If she is earning 30 to 40,000 a year, 40, 50,000 a year, 50, 60,000 a year, 70 to 100,000 a year, 110,000 plus per year, and the numbers start to get super high for Black women. Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
Where I deal with boss?
But there, I know I move through the topic them. I hope you're up on topic.
Yeah, man. Here what go on now with CMR thing, my boss.
Yeah, no, CMR, we left that alone, you know, Papa.
Oh,
we gone left the topic there. Yeah, we gone left the topic there.
Okay, all right. But they say a quick thing and then shift still, but you don't know. You
All
say
right.
shift from the
60
topic.
seconds.
All right, here we go on. Him upload that video then. Him upload the video knowing that the judge say, hey, there is no contact or none of them kind of thing then. You have to stay 100 feet away from the house. You don't know so that I use against you in the court of law. You need to take down the evidence. Because remember, me go through that same experience. Yeah, when the judge tell me say 100 feet,
500 feet,
you basically there is no contact within family member, friends, nobody. You can't have none of that. So by
call,
them,
you can't
but
text,
when this,
you can't third party, you can't nothing. Yes.
Right, you can't do none of them things. So by you uploading a video, brother, you're already in a trouble already. I mean, feel like you violate your what the judge say already, and him never know that.
All right, you have 9, 8, 6, 7, 6. Your time done.
Yeah, man. And
all right, bro.
Yeah, man. Me call back when they're on the topic. You see, don't worry yourself. Mad thing. Big up yourself, so
manners. All right. I love this new watch right here. I'm for show you how much I'm a basic person. Now watch out. It just does what I want it to do. I'm just glad with that. I'm good with that. Anyhow, back to this. Family culture strong in the Caribbean, SMH, and in my opinion, social media is considered third party. Yes, it is. So it's still upon that. How do y'all feel about this study that shows that Black women actually marry outside of their race more than Black men do when they get money? So what it's saying in this study is when she broke, she'll take a broke Black man, but if she got money, she ain't taking no broke brothers. Whereas the same study shows that, you know, the Black man will take a broke sister and build life with her. That's what I got from that study. Everybody's silent. I like the silence. A room full of women and everybody's silent. I understand. That's how y'all do anyways. But you can go look it up. Somebody says you're more than free to run the numbers yourself. This is somebody who has a PhD in statistics. Said he took the numbers and because he came across the study, so he took the numbers and he decided to crunch them himself. And he did. And then one person says, I don't believe this. And of course, it's a Black woman who says, I don't believe this. These numbers must be wrong. And he said, you are more than free to go run the numbers yourself. The data is public on IPUMS website. So let us know what you find instead. So I encourage y'all to go over there and look at it and see what you find over there, how you feel about the studies. under the age of 40 and above, under the age of 40 and above, making above 100,000 a year, there's about 40% of those black women are married to men who are non-black. Whereas for black men, there's a significantly different number. So 67% of those black men are married to black women, are married to outside their race, as 76% for the black woman is married outside of her race if she makes that and she's under the age of 40. And then there's a study there. They do under the age of 40, over the age of 40. They do it per year. It's a long sheet that you can look up. And they even break it down by same sex, opposite sex, under 35,000 a year, 75,000 a year, 100,000 a year, under 40, over 40, under 60, over 60. Interesting study. Interesting study. I won't beat that one to death because I see it's not making some people feel very proud this morning. I could see that study being spot on, King Big says. Yeah, because sisters are that type, right? They'll be like, I'm not building no man. I have mines, and if I got this much, he better have more than me, kind of thing. You know, they have a saying that they say that a wealthy man will take a girl out of a drive-through window. He'll run through Burger King, just let me go pick up a burger real quick, and he'll see she there, hi, may I take your order and stuff. He don't care about what achievements she has. He likes her beauty. He'll invite her out on a date. He gets her to go out on a date with him. They mesh, they blend. She gives him the vibes of wifely qualities. He'll end up marrying her. Whereas if a sister goes through a drive-through and she see her brother in the window and she is highly accomplished, she's not looking at him thinking, and the brother is there like, hello, welcome to Burger King, may I take your order? She's like, damn, he look good and everything, but he flip fucking burgers. I'm a corporate lawyer. I make $350,000 a year after taxes. He is way out of my league. I'm way out of his league. That's not all I'm looking for. Let me get my burger guy. She'll take her burger and go about her business. All right? That's what the study shows. The study shows that actually, and also, majority of athletes, contrary to popular belief, majority of black athletes are actually married to black women and have black children. What the media shows you is what people tend to believe. That's the power of the media. So the media constantly shows you the ones who have other than black spouses or girlfriends. So people start to think, damn, is this a requirement? Like you get an NFL contract, an NBA contract, and you get a white girl, or you get an NFL contract, NBA contract, you get a Spanish girl or something. What? Because that's what it looks like. They are not showing you the black families for some reason. I guess they don't think it looks pretty for TV or whatever the case may be. You know, I guess the image, young, black, rich, suddenly into money, this super contract, and this is the standard right here on your arm. That image. But the image isn't true. The reality is majority of them are actually married to black women. I never agreed with that either. Them not show all the players' families. Yeah, they don't. Especially the black families, they don't show. Yeah, go look it up. The studies show that majority of black athletes, men, are married to black women. That's why I rate LeBron James and Savannah James. And there are a lot more of those in there. There are a lot more LeBron and Savannah. But they don't want to show you that. You could pretty much guess the reasons why they wouldn't want to show you that, but they don't want to show you that. So moving right along, I'm not going to beat that one to death. I think there's another interesting story here. My daughter wants me to come pick her up with her mom. So we're going to run through the topic then. Just know that 83% of black men who earn 100,000 and more annually are actually married to black women. 83%. That's super high. Super high. And also, just know that the same study shows that black women, the more they earn, the farther out their race they date in comparison to black men. So more sisters date are married outside their race who earn higher than black men who earn high. Interesting. All right. One mad story for the day. They're saying that she is Jamaican, but I am not sure if she's Jamaican. I usually how I verify that well, I probably shouldn't tell this, but because I'm giving other people, there are tricks to the trade. But I haven't verified if she's Jamaican or not, even though I thought the story itself was pretty crazy. So a woman in Atlanta who killed her 2 toddlers by putting them in the oven. She was recently sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. I'll give you a quick look. This is her and the 2 children, right? I don't mind the auto list on the side. I look for one next vehicle. But that's her and the 2 babies. Those 2 babies are dead. Now, how that went down in Atlanta, a mother will now be spending the rest of her life behind bars after the murder of her 2 sons. Those are 2 little boys that look like twins, who she killed by placing them in an oven and turning the oven on and leaving them there. This week, Lamora Williams, 24 years old. If anybody knows of them or their family, or if you can confirm that they're Jamaicans, please let me know. I'm hearing they are, but I haven't verified that they are. Her name is Lamora Williams. She's 24. She was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. In addition to that, the judge added an extra 35 years, which means no matter how long you stay in a prison, you're going to have to dead and come to the extra 35 years, which simply means you will never, ever, ever, ever walk out. After she was convicted on 14 different charges, including the heinous murder of her 2 sons. This update in this murder case comes after Lamora was arrested in 2017. She just got sentenced a few days ago. She was arrested in 2017 after her 2 toddlers, 1-year-old Jacarter Penn and 2-year-old Keontae Penn, were both found inside her home dead. According to the police warrant, the woman put the 2 children in her oven, turned the oven on, and roasted her children alive. An hour after she did so, she called 911 and told the operators that she had just come home and she found the kids dead after leaving them with a caregiver. No caregiver was to be found. Her best friend testified that she called me. They hooked up the timelines and saw that she called the best friend an hour before she even called 911. She also called the children's father on FaceTime before she called 911. She called the best friend and she told the best friend, she said, "I can't do it no more, girl. I'm done. I can't do it no more." The best friend said, "What do you mean you can't do it no more? What's going on?" She said, "I'm done. I'm done." She said, "Call the police." And they spoke, and she didn't tell her what she did to the kids. She hung up the phone. She called the father, FaceTime. While she was talking to the father, FaceTime, she panned the camera around the room like this and showed him the 2 babies laid out behind him. So the father said, based on how his babies looked and what she was saying on the phone, he called the police. But while he hung up from her to call the police, she called the police at the same time too. So their calls both went to the police almost at the same time. In the 911 call, Lamora said, when I came in, the stove was laying on my son, on my youngest son's head. And my other son was laid out on the floor with his brains laid out on the floor beside him. I don't know what to do. I just came home from work. That's what she told police in the 911 call. But Jamil Penn, the father of the two boys, he had a different story. Jamil said that during that same night, Lamora video called him and showed him the dead bodies of their children. Immediately after, Jamil made his own frantic phone call to 911. She made hers. According to Fulton County Superior Court records, she said she video called me and showed me this, and I seen it. And I said, damn, I really think they're dead. Are they dead? After mourning the loss of the children, Lamora's mother, Brenda Williams, told the news media house that my daughter is a sick person, you know. If she did what I think she did, she's a sick person. Mona wasn't right. She wasn't right in her head. She hadn't been right. And what happened 3 months ago, that the kid's father left her, I told him something tragic is going to happen. So even her mother testified that when the father of the children broke up with her, the way she started acting, she told him that something tragic is going to happen because our daughter is no longer right in the head. You know, her best friend said, I don't know, man. She must have been suffering from postpartum depression. Let me ask y'all something. So back in the 50s and 60s and 70s and all these people that were born in this time frame back from the Caribbean community, how come we never hear nothing about no postpartum, nothing, and mother killing off their kids and all this stuff? How come since me reach a foreigner, me I hear this thing where mother kill off them picnic at record numbers and blaming it on this postpartum depression thing? You know, it's like a woman that goes, her face is on and her attitude stink and she's snappy. And you're like, what's wrong with you? And she's like, it's my time of the month. I have my period. You know, one can't help but to think like there are literally hundreds of millions of women that have their period the same time you do. But they still manage to keep a nice attitude. You know? I just think you're just a shitty person and you just use that as an excuse kind of thing. I don't know. But you know, if they beat stuff into our head long enough, we start to think that it's real, you know? Like this postpartum depression thing. Yeah, you can feel a certain kind of way after you have a baby. Like Shakira was explaining to me how after you have the baby, it's like your body feel like, your mind feel like it's this out of mind experience, like she's just staring into nowhere, and this kind of surrealistic kind of surreal vibe that you're under. But yeah, you're depressed, but you put your kids in the oven and turn on the oven and leave them there, and you sit in the house, that oven got hot. Them kids were fighting around in that oven to get out. You must have been holding that damn oven door closed so they could bake in the oven. That's with all intent. And then you call the daddy who left you, what they said 3 weeks ago, and put him on speakerphone and put him on camera so you could show him. You see it? You see it? Oh no. I don't know. I just think that some people just wicked like that. I just think that some people can't have their way and they just wicked like that. You can't you hurt me. You hurt me. So I'm gonna hurt you in a way that you'll never forget. That's what I think that is. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Oh, blame it on just postpartum depression. Yeah, Audrey, right. Why didn't she call him before she did it? Why didn't she call 911 and say, hey, I'm flipping, I'm about to hurt my babies. I feel like I want to put these kids in the oven and turn the damn oven on. Somebody please come get them. Why didn't she do that? Why did it never do none of that? And why is it always, this is the dynamic. The dynamic is always either the man just filed for divorce or the woman just, because men do it too. And him not have no postpartum nothing. Charlotte Slaw said, you can't tell me them kids weren't screaming. You can't tell me she wasn't holding that damn door closed so they could stay in there. As a 2-year-old, 2-year-olds move around. 1-year-old move around. If they in there, they pushing everything trying to get out. Can't imagine when it started to burn them. They said it burnt one of the little boys so severely that, you know, the head skull cap got soft. So the brain leaked out. Not to be too graphic with you, but I'm just saying how a mother could do this to her own child. And then call the father to show him what she did before she even called police or anybody. Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
Hi, SouFlo. Good morning.
Good morning, family. How you doing?
Second time me I call you. Me have everything to say, but me I'm glad to make it short.
Please.
Okay. The thing is, hormones make people crazy.
Hormones.
Teenagers, menopausal woman, pregnant woman, woman who just have a baby. But I have mental health issue too that are hormonal sometimes. But the thing is, people sometimes have to call for support. It have happened to me when I had my, not in Jamaica, when I had my 2 first ones. But I'm your next door neighbor in Canada, it happened there. Good thing I had my 2 oldest children, 2 girls, to support me. But people must call out for help. And when them family or friends hear them are going crazy, report it and call for support. So it do happen, but as I said, it happened to me when I had my last child.
All right.
I called out for support. Even I called my brother in the States. I went to my doctor. My 2 daughters helped me. Call for support.
All right.
Okay?
All right.
Have a great day.
You too now.
Mr. Academic Bright Student.
All right. Have a good one.
Yeah.
All right. Me not buy it. I'm sorry, I'm not buying it. You're just wicked. Yes, you have these evil thoughts in your mind, but you also have a decision to not act on them. I think vengeance is a hell of a thing, and when your thirst for revenge and vengeance, it can overtake you to the point where you do stuff like this. Understand? She want to hurt our baby daddy really bad, and she did that, and now we must lean on postpartum depression. I'm not buying that, Ross. Not one, Ross, because why she didn't kill herself? You know, them never kill themselves. Them kill the picnic them. And then stand up there and talk about postpartum depression. No, man. If you did really a postpartum depression, you'd find a high building and chuck off it and tell yourself say you're a Superman and leave the picnic them with a neighbor or somebody say me soon come or me don't like them no more, keep them. But you always end up a kill the picnic them and then stand up there and expect sympathy about postpartum depression. I'm not buying it. A level of accountability needs to be there that they are refusing to put there. The last one for the morning now, and this is a follow-up to a story that we covered not too long ago, but, well, it's been a while. Damn, time is really flying. So, y'all remember Bottom Jean? Bottom Jean was the brilliant youth that came from St. Lucia, and he came to the United States of America to work at a company in particular where he was making a nice salary and living a good life here. And in the building he was living in, there was a police officer named Geiger, was her last name. Y'all remember that story? Well, Amber Geiger said that she came from work working too many shifts and mistook Bottom Jean's apartment for hers and went into his apartment. And when she went in there, she thought she saw an intruder in her apartment, so she shot and killed Bottom Jean in his own apartment. Of course, we asked all the questions. Remember how Bottom Jean's mom gave him a rug, a placemat to put in front of his door? And she walked in his building and she said, boy, all these buildings look alike. All these doors look alike. Let me give you something to mark your door so your door look different from everybody else's door. It was sad that that police officer stepped right over that rug that looks different from everybody else's door. And it just so happened that Bottom Jean was one of those people who didn't drink, smoke, party, nothing. The brother work, go church, go home. That was his life. And he was actually in his night clothes, boxers, no shirt, with his computer on his couch. You know, when you bring home work sometimes from work, he was watching a movie, eating a thing of ice cream. As innocent as it could be. I think he accidentally left his front door open. Or they were trying to spin it and say she knocked the door. But if she knocked the door, it wouldn't be her own door, because why would you knock your own door if you live alone, right? So I think it was that he accidentally left his door open. But he lives in a safe building, so I never think nothing would have happened. And she pulled her gun, shot him multiple times. Anyways, fast forward today. The update to that story is that his family was awarded $98.6 million by a jury yesterday. Today is Thursday. Yesterday, Wednesday, his family, so this St. Lucia family, was awarded 98.6 million US dollars. They said, we are happy that this jury has spoken and we are going to continue to work, is what the family attorney said in an interview conference yesterday. Geiger was convicted for his death. The police officer first was charged with manslaughter, then it was upgraded to murder. Then she was found guilty. Then she was sentenced to 10 years in prison. I checked this morning. What's the status with her? The status is, as of November of 2024, she is eligible for parole, probation release, after 5 years after his death. So halfway through our 10-year sentence, she's now eligible for parole. The city of Dallas had hired her. The city of Dallas was responsible for training her. And on the night that Bottom was killed, the city of Dallas and the police officers protected her. But yet, when you have a situation like this, they kick the police officer under the bus and they run away from the liability. So the question is, who is going to pay this much money? Does she even have this much money to pay? So the attorneys are saying the money was awarded, but the city is denying liability, saying the liability lies squarely on her, which means they would never get $98.6 million from her because she simply doesn't have that kind of money. She was fired by the Dallas Police Department shortly after all this happened. She was found guilty in 2019, October 1st of 2019 to be exact. In the testimony, she said that she had mistakenly entered his apartment thinking it was hers. Y'all remember how his brother came off the stand in court and hugged her and cried. Like, a lot of people were upset about that. You know, can't replace the young man, but glad the family got some compensation. I agree with you totally. On a lot of people protested in order for her charges to go from accidental anything, manslaughter next, to actual murder charge. And it was because so many people came out. Why? So now they're saying that the city of, they have fought for so long. And first, they only wanted to leave it squarely on her. This was a tactic that would make sure that that family didn't get a penny. However, finally, it lays squarely on the city of Dallas now. So this money will come from the city's purse. You know what attorney they had? He's a top attorney. Anytime you see his face, I always say, anytime you see his face, just know some money are gonna run. And sure enough, money run. $98.6 million. I'll close this video by saying this. That money can't bring back Bottom. It couldn't bring back a family member. And I'm absolutely sure that his mama would give back every penny of that money if somebody with that power said to her today, give us back the money and we'll bring your son back today. Can't. They just have to move on from here. But when I see the amount of money, I said, they're smiling and Bottom is smiling down on them. He was a good youth that worked really hard and was all about family. So how ironic that even though he's not here physically, he has left them set for life. His mama can literally now say, I don't work anywhere. I don't have to. I take care of myself. I go to the gym. I eat good. I work out and I travel. I have 20 countries on my bucket list. I want to go see the world. He has gifted his mom and the rest of his family from beyond the grave. That's dope. That's dope. Let's never forget him though. And also let's never forget, so we don't get lulled by this false sense of security. Because just like it happened to Breonna Taylor, just like it happened to so many others, it could happen to one of us too. Yeah? All right. Be careful out there. Be aware. With that said, manners and respect to each and every one of you tuning in this morning. I appreciate you. And like I always say, everybody's picnic. I feel we picnic them too. Because that's the responsibility of adults, is to look out for, make sure children are protected and cared for. Right? One love. I'll see you tomorrow morning right here on Morning Thoughts for Festive Friday, where we will be festive, I promise. Or I should promise, if God spare me life. My granny said, Miss Ruby said, be good. But if you can't be good, be careful. But it's best to be good. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm out. Peace.